What better way to spend your bonfire night than watching Norwich City try and pick up 3 points at Hillsbrough? Try and hopefully not fail. Welcome back, everyone. It's the TNC Watch Along. It's Sheffield Wednesday against Norwich City at Hillsbrough. You join myself, Jack Reeve, and my esteemed colleague, Chris Reeve, for an evening where we will hopefully be travelling in first class on the Pain Train rather than standard class.
Yes, that's right, Jack. Tonight's match has been dubbed El Crapico in lights. It is the two worst teams in the league by a country mile. Just to set the scene, Jack, Sheffield Wednesday, okay? I'll give you some information on Sheffield Wednesday, because what we are coming up against tonight, Norwich City should, keyword, won't, but should beat, right? So they've got 6 first-team players out. Obviously, that's probably the same as us. We've probably got more.
So what are you saying, that we can't use injuries as an excuse tonight?
Correct.
Okay.
It's only been this month that they paid their players on time. The previous 5 months, they'd paid their wages late 5 times. They've got an emergency loan keeper. And of the 32 players in their team, 13 of them are under 21s or under 18s. So essentially, essentially, Jack, this is Dads v Lads tonight. So if Norwich lose, this is bad. But
we already are in a bad way, aren't we?
Well, yeah. So I don't know how it gets worse.
It can.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
Yeah, welcome aboard. And look, regardless of how things go this evening, we should have some fun. Yes. Please do feel free to get your comments in, and we will read them out in due course.
Get your TNC setups in as well, folks, right? So for those of you that are watch along veterans here, what we want to see is a picture of your screen. How and where are you watching us? Is it on the sofa with your mates, your friends, your family, the dog? I want to see the snacks. I will share all of them as a thanks for your support. But all you need to do is tag @TalkNorwichCity on Instagram or on Twitter, X, and I'll share all of them. We want to see the most weird, wonderful, obscure locations for the Pain Train. Maybe the hashtag of this watch along is #PainTrain. Okay, get them in.
Look, if you haven't yet seen the team lineups are already out. You'll see them flicking through on screen in due course. What are your genuine thoughts leading into tonight? Because I filmed my preview yesterday, and I was looking deep into that lens, and I couldn't find a single reason to suggest that Norwich City would win tonight. And that is deeply concerning against a team who have negative points, who are basically playing the kids.
Yes.
And are in a whole world of bother. So why can I not, deep inside of me, find hope that Norwich City may come out victorious this evening?
But this is exactly why I kicked off this show, Jack, with the reasons to be hopeful. And that is, we are playing Sheffield Wednesday, okay? However, to contradict that point, the stark opposite in terms of how Norwich City are off the pitch at the moment, the Wednesdayites are together. There's a belief, there's a story, there's a why, there's passion, there's fight, there's desire. They're all together. Norwich City, they are fragmented everywhere, from the board to the players to the supporters. We are all over the shop. So despite the fact that it is Dads v Lads in terms of what we're coming up against tonight, there's a story, there's a why, there's a meaning, and they've got a bit about them, Jack. And I'm certainly not in any way going to sit here tonight and write off Sheffield Wednesday. I think this is two extremely poor sides coming up against each other. Norwich City must win. This is so, I mean, to be honest with you, it was mission critical games ago, Jack. But this game tonight, this is not hyperbole. Norwich City have to win this game of football. It is as simple as that, because you've got Leicester at home next, and we all know the story in Ballymore there, Jack. Okay, it's going to be seriously toxic. So I just hope and I pray to the football gods that we can get a win tonight. I really do.
Me too. First of all, thank you to everyone for a very kind super chat.
Thank you.
Max, thank you very much. Harry says, evening, Jack and Chris. Back again. 3-1 win tonight, says Harry.
Harry, look, first of all, thank you so much for taking advantage of the Lakens discount offer. that we do on Talk Norwich City. I can see that you're really enjoying your Lakens tonight. Make sure that you get a bet on a Norwich win, that's for sure. I just want to say a special shout out to Elliot, who's the first man of the night to put their TNC setup on X. This is how to do it, folks. Talk Norwich City. Strapped in for the pain train, and look at this setup, Jack. It's absolutely delightful. A lovely frame on show there. Brilliant stuff, Elliot. I've shared that, and I'll share all of them.
Isaac, hello, Isaac. He says, I'm sure Manning will find some way to lose this match. McCarm will have a good game and get taken off at 60 minutes.
Do you know what, Isaac? Like, it's a real bugbear of mine, that one, because, and I'm talking for you as well, Jack. We are Big Mac fans on the Talk Norwich City podcast, watch along extravaganza. We love Jovan McCarm. He's definitely been one of our better players in recent weeks, but yet he always takes him off. When he takes him off, or we get to half time, and that's an important point we should talk about tonight, Jack. It all goes Pete Tong. Let's put it out there straight away. If Norwich City aren't at least 1-0 up before half time, game over.
And that's a huge concern, because this side, we're 3 or 4 minutes away from kickoff. This side cannot face or square up to adversity.
No.
And there is not a single team, even Sheffield Wednesday, who will go 90 minutes without at least mustering some sort of opportunity. And we have no ability whatsoever to turn that away. So, Isaac, I think you're right. Let's hope that changes this evening.
Another TNC setup has come in, Jack, this time from Eve Bear on Instagram. Spag bowl with a side of disappointment. Now, look at this. Look at this, folks. Now, that is how you do a TNC watch-along setup. Eve Bear, thank you so much. I've shared that on our Instagram page, and thanks for your support.
Chrissy Dayton, good to see you, my friend. Here for the meltdown. Bring it on. OG in the house. Stephen says, congrats, Chris. Buzzing about your news.
Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate that. I wanted the perfect excuse, right? Because if Norwich City go down to League One, I can then say to Jack, sorry, mate, I've got to look after the little one.
And I'll just talk myself into
oblivion.
Oblivion.
Yes, yes, you will.
Richard's so good, they named him twice. Richard. One thing I don't think has been discussed enough. Club in turmoil. Owner pops over, basically tells everything that's fine, and then fucks off back to America.
Yeah, well, do you know what, Richard? I would say we're just having a point of tribute here. Obviously, Remembrance Day coming up. We, of course, respect those that fought for us in the war, the many wars. And the Norwich City players now line up with the Sheffield Wednesday players ahead of this match. I tell you what, there's absolutely loads of TNC watch-along setups.
And the joy of these watch-alongs, Chris, and I actually do them for selfish reasons, and I don't know if you do too. It's far easier to watch Norwich City collectively and have a virtual live therapy session than it is to watch it on your own.
Agreed.
Because I've watched years ago now, it would have been when we were pre-watch along. Sometimes these midweek games on a November cold evening when it's dark outside and you're watching yourselves get beaten by poor opposition, they can be really dark, really depressing.
It's going to get dark tonight, Jack. Let me tell you that for free.
But at least a worry is shared on the watch along, which is always helpful. JF, thanks for the watch along. Why does Topic start over Jacob Wright? Congrats about your news, Chris. Love the content.
Thanks, Jeff.
Priorities right there from JF, getting the question about Jacob Wright before your news.
I agree with that. It's all about the priorities, isn't it? I mean, look, Jacob Wright. It's something that we've not spoken about on this channel enough, Jack.
Well, we had him on the podcast, and we thought he was going to be the next Norwich captain.
I'll be really honest with the Yellow Army watching. The reason why we requested Jacob Wright is that we thought we'd go for a player that was definitely going to have a brilliant season, play every game, and lo and behold, the Talk Norwich City curse struck again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why he's not playing. I really don't.
It has been one of the baffling points, and I think it comes back to a wider point around. I still don't think Liam Manning knows what system he wants to play.
What about his press conference?
His press conference?
Yeah.
Well,
yesterday. Sorry,
I actually found it quite rude.
the way he said, if you sack me, nothing changes. Do you know what I say to that? Well, in which case, you may as well not be here.
Yeah.
Because if there's not going to be an impact of you leaving, then what's the impact of you being here, right? And I agree. I thought, well, but it's the first time I thought it's another hint, Jack. We said this on the podcast. It's another hint of sack me, put me out my misery.
But that attitude is one that gets bred through complacency at board level, backslapping, going, oh, that's all right, Liam. That'll turn around soon.
Marking,
when Michael Forson's back, we'll be fine.
Yes, marking their own homework. We've said this so many times. Brilliant stuff. Well, here we go then, Jack. The Sheffield Wednesday fans clapping in unison there. They're going to be together tonight. They're going to be fighting for their lives.
A sellout, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
The last time I was at Hillsbrough,
proper football club, by the way, might I say.
Norwich City won. I think it was 4-0. It was in the Daniel Farker glory days. Dennis Srebeni, Mario Vrancic, Teemu Pukki.
Yeah.
All the stars.
Retired from Finland today, international football.
He's not finished, is he? Christian Hubbard is 35 tomorrow, so I'm hoping we don't get beaten too badly tonight. Well, at least it's your birthday today, Christian.
Yeah, because you would have had your birthday ruined. It's interesting. We're watching the Norwich City huddle now. Vladan Kovacevic is kind of smiling / laughing. We've got a wobbly camera on Sky Sports as well. Not sure if that's an omen for tonight, Jack. Super Sarge, we're seeing him on screen now, starved of anything. He's had like barely any touches. He's not scored in his last 9 games.
Is it 9?
That's a statement, isn't it? That says it all.
It looks as if Josh Sargent is doing that thing that Manchester United fan has gone famous for, where he's refusing to cut his hair until Norwich win 5 games in a row. I think it's really long and luscious at the moment.
Yeah, or someone loses their job. Here we go then. Kickoff is upon us. TNC Watch Along. Let's go.
We are underway. The clock on screen is about 10 seconds ahead.
We don't need to do timestamps anymore.
No,
you told me, Jack.
You can see the teams. You can see the clock. You can see us. Sadly, you can see our sponsors. You can see a live table.
Just in case you wanted to watch that.
Just in case you have to wait. You have to wait for the table.
Can we take that off?
Clock round.
Can we take the live table off the screen, Jack?
No. I think we need to face up to our problems.
Okay, fair enough. Big throw from Darling straight away.
Are you? I feel like I should be nervous.
What are you nervous for? We know we're shy, and Big Mac, go on, drive forward, son. Oh, Sergeant! How has he missed? And that is a man that hasn't touched the football many times in the last few games. Goodness gracious me. You would have bet your mortgage on Josh Sargent sealing that. It's Big Mac. He drives forwards. It's a delicious pass. It's a missed kick from the defender. Sargent there. Oh. It's painful. I tell you what,
45
Jack,
seconds in.
Wow, it's been a start, of course. And look, we've seen this script so many times, Jack, haven't we? A fast start. Norwich City have some big chances. We go in at halftime. We think, oh, here we go. We're playing well. And then, bam, the knife gets dragged into us.
Oh, dearie me. That should be 1-0. Is that going to be a story of our night? The only promising thing from that is, my God, Sheffield Wednesday already look bad.
The thing is, mate, you say Sheffield Wednesday are bad, right? So what does that make us?
Yeah, no, just as bad.
God, I tell you what, they do look shaky. Don't
How is Barry Bannon still going?
Do you know what? I'm at the point where I respect it.
Oh, I love him.
I'm at the point where I want to know what he eats for breakfast.
Barry Bannon gets in our team.
Mate, anyone gets in our team.
Yeah, that's not a compliment,
Mate,
is it?
anyone gets in our team right now. Shane Duffy is starting for us right now, Jack.
That was a chance. And
Hannes Vladan. Oh, my goodness gracious. I thought he handled it outside the box.
To be fair to Liam Manning, Chris, he must be going, am I cursed?
Yes.
The best striker in the championship,
Yes.
through on goal
Yes.
after 30 seconds,
Yes.
can't hit the target.
But this is the thing, mate. Like, he's kind of right in some of his comments with regards to the fact that actually the way we've gone about the first halves of most of our games this season have been all right. Like, we've knocked on the door, we've created chances, but the players haven't taken them. But then it's that old adage of, the manager's half is the second half, and he's giving them a cup of Horlicks at half time, and the players are falling asleep in the second half. So, you're right. He must be feeling, what more can I do? But ultimately he is accountable. Ultimately, he is responsible for his men. He needs to make sure that they take those chances. And at the moment, we're not.
Gunnar Saka, thanks very much for the super chat, my friend. Long throw in from Sheffield Wednesday, punched away, cleared by Josh Sargent. Well done. Gunnar Saka, I assume, is an Arsenal fan, but he's still worried about tonight. So we're even worrying fans of opposition teams.
Wow,
Billy Alder says, Charlton fan in peace. Onel is world class.
Yeah.
Just what we wanted to hear, Billy.
Onel's playing left wing back for Charlton. It was quite funny, actually. I'll give you a bit of an exclusive here, Billy. I was chatting to him today, and he was like, he's in his Cuban passionate. Oh, hang on, his Cuban passionate voice. He was like, Chris, the thing is,
Barry Bannon striding forwards here.
Shot. Oh my God!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Barry Bannon has just scored from 35.
Oh my God! Barry Bannon with a wonder strike. I mean, you can't do anything about those. It is a wonder strike. Norwich City are already 1-0 down. It is the worst possible start. And at that point, au revoir. Good night. Game over.
Fucking hell. We were just talking about Barry Bannon. He is 35 yards out.
Yeah, but look at where's the midfield? Nowhere. If you give, it's an exceptional strike. But Topic isn't with him. He's not with him.
Yeah, he's got.
You give someone the space. By the way, it's an absolutely unbelievable strike. It is an unbelievable strike. Norwich City are already 1-0 down, and there we go, Jack. We had our chance under Sarge. Brilliant opportunity to go 1-0 up, and Sheffield Wednesday put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, and Hillsbrough pretty much sold out tonight. The Canaries have gone. They're bouncing. We had an opportunity to silent that after 30 seconds, and now they are the ones 1-0 up after 4 minutes. And well, we've not come from behind
ever
all season, have we?
No, look, it's a great goal. You have to take your hat off to Barry Bannon there and Sheffield Wednesday. They weathered the storm. They found some space on. It wasn't even on the edge of the box. It was absolutely country miles out. But this is Norwich City, Jack. You know, our shape is an absolute shambles. We invite opposition teams onto us. We allow them to shoot. And when you come up against a seasoned pro like Barry Bannon, take the piss all you like, mate. But he is one of those players where he knows how to find the back of the net.
Yeah, you're bang on. I mean, the midfield was, there's missing person posters going up for Mirko Topic, and Big Mac on the turn doesn't get through. Richard Richards says Mark Atanasio has openly said he's not great. He hasn't got much football knowledge. Do you think he reaches out to Delia and Michael for advice?
Hang on
who to replace?
Giving it away.
Weber and Napa with?
No, I don't. No,
I don't think they're
really not involved anymore.
But
they are gravely concerned at the situation that's going on, though. I can definitely share that for a fact.
Delia and Michael would probably be
gives it away.
First to admit that they didn't have an abundance of football knowledge, but they had the likes of Roy Hodgson in their camp. They had football advisors, right? So they kind of enlisted the other people to help them.
Yes, yes.
And Atanasio at this stage doesn't look like he has. Warspud says, is Sarge wishing that he went to Wolfsburg?
I wouldn't.
Probably.
Well, he didn't want to move to Germany. He's been there before. He didn't want to move his family back. We are lucky, right, that Sarge's family with a young one is settled in Norfolk, because if not, he would have been off with Borja, with Nunez, with Gabby, 100%. Sheffield Wednesday, edge of the box. They find more space. It's Barry Bannon again. And it's a great save from Vlad. Blimey.
This is a serious stat from Jason McNeil. Pinken have literally just said, if you want an along come Norwich, Barry Bannon hasn't scored in 47 games.
Oh, really?
Leading up to tonight.
Oh, really? Jason, I had no idea. I just
nearly got a second.
It's like, for me, I just see him as one of those seasoned pros that knows what to do with a football. But maybe that's just passing and crossing and sort of feeding other strikers through on goal. But, mate, despite the fact he's not scored in that many games, you'd think he scores every week with strikes like that, wouldn't you?
If I think I reached this point last week on Saturday when we lost to Hull, I had the realization that we're down.
Letting the ball bounce in the box like that as well, by
and
the way.
this only reaffirms my belief that Norwich City are down. I think it's done,
mate.
With 4 points adrift, we're probably going to be 7 points adrift by the end of this evening. We're going to lose to Leicester. We'll be 10 points adrift going into the November international break.
I was really hoping we weren't going to be having this conversation until at least the 70th minute, but we're having it after the 8th. I'm so gravely concerned. I think I said on the podcast, but I'll repeat it now for those of you that didn't watch that one. Norwich City need to make big change, big change, either immediately or before or maximum during the international break. For me, at that point, if they do not make that big change around that time, then I'm with you. We are down. Because if you look at the maths, you look at that table that you can see on your screens right now, folks, we are already cut adrift. And so, mate, you know that the mentality of this team is made of paper mache. You really do. There's not a chance that this team fights back tonight. There's no way. They'll crumble. Under this atmosphere, they'll crumble. What did I say before kickoff, right? This is a club that's fighting for their lives, nothing to lose, desire, passion, belief, young players wanting to prove a point, a full, a fully sold out Hillsbrough. There's no way that we come back from this. No way.
I don't think people. I think people are starting to realise just how severe this is. I was listening to the. Harry Darling has turned into a League Two defender under Manning. It's remarkable. I was listening to the brilliant Not the Top 20 podcast earlier in the week, and they highlighted a statistic. There have been 3 clubs in EFL history since 1970 that have lost their opening 6 home league games.
Yeah.
Think how many seasons, that there's been 50 odd seasons, and there are 3 divisions.
You laugh.
3 have lost their first 6 games at home.
As Darren Huckabee said, it's actually really hard.
It's really hard.
So hard. It's almost impressive.
Especially in a league this bad.
It's almost impressive how shit we are.
And the frightening thing here, Chris, is, there's 86 minutes of football after the point in which we've conceded. And we're both sat here against the team and administration on minus points going, we're not going to score.
Just to remind people, it's only been this month, in the last 6 months, that their players have been paid on time.
I think we should adopt their philosophy and not pay ours. You laugh, but I can't name a single player that's deserving of being paid at the moment.
Do you know
oh my God,
that is an absolute... Why is he even... Oh my God.
Who was that?
Oh, what do you mean, who was that?
Our saviour, Shane Duffy.
It's the Messiah, Shane Duffy, of course, the player that was told that he could leave in the summer.
Chrissy Dayton. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Mr. Barman, I'll take a shot and another beer, please.
I don't know that one, but I enjoy the fact that you're singing that to yourself, Chrissy D.
Aconite Universe. Could NCFC drop straight through League One into League Two and end up playing Accrington away?
Well, then they will be playing Gillingham. We got some stick, didn't we, Jack? Because, of course, we were saying that we'd be playing Gillingham next season. Oh my God! This team, they can't even make a tackle. They cannot even make a tackle. We're on the ropes. Oh my goodness gracious! Truly awful.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I don't think it's anything new though. I keep getting messages from fans of other clubs going, surely you can't go down. You're Norwich, surely you can't go down. And then the Sheffield, I was reading all the Sheffield Wednesday fans on Twitter today going, the Norwich fans actually realise how bad we are. And I'm like, yes.
You don't realise that we're worse than you. That's what I say to those Sheffield Wednesday fans.
I mean,
that Barry Bannon goal, by the way.
It was a stunner, but he had 40 yards of free space. You look at historically bad championship teams. I'm thinking, Wickham. I'm thinking Yeovil, all right? I'm thinking other teams that you look at and you go, how on earth are they in a championship? This is Norwich. Mate. We are in that bracket of historically laughable championship football clubs.
Let's look at the League One table, because we may as well adjust ourselves to the clubs that. And by the way, it was actually a TNC watch along that Mark Atanasio first came into contact with us, Jack. So hopefully you're watching tonight, Mark, again. These are the teams. You won't even know who these are, Mark. These are the teams that Norwich City could be playing next season. Mansfield Town, Leyton Orient, Northampton, Wycombe, Exeter, Burton, Reading, Port Vale, Plymouth. But now they're going to go. Blackburn, Peterborough, Doncaster.
Big Mac down the right-hand side.
Go on, Big Mac. Go on, Big Mac.
Square it.
Go on, square it, Big Mac. Shoot. Oh, he's got a corner. It's fine. He's got a corner.
Yeah, standards. I don't care that we've got a corner. He's one-on-one, Chris.
By the way, right, I need to make a point.
I tell you what.
No,
I need to make.
No, go on.
Big Mac is going to score so many in League One.
Do you know what? Big Mac is currently my pots. He's a baller. I actually love him. I love Big Mac.
We do score tonight.
No, we don't.
I think we do.
No,
they are awful at the back.
We do not score tonight, Jack. I was just saying kudos and are you okay to the Yellow Army that have travelled to Wednesday tonight. It's an unbelievable effort from the Yellow Army. Honestly, those Norwich City fans that have travelled all the way to Wednesday on a Wednesday night when we are on the pit of shit run, there goes the monetization, like fair play to them.
I can only assume they've gone for the good pub crawl.
How many are there, Jack? Do we know how many are going?
Well, the most concerning thing is, I know I was at five-a-side on Monday that we're playing. Most of the guys there are Norwich fans. 3 of them had purchased tickets for tonight. 0 of them have gone.
Well, are you surprised?
No, but these are hardened away supporters that are going, I can't be asked because I know what I'm going to get. And it's this. It's an absolute disaster class. Richard,
hang
again,
on.
the club deserve it. Manning laughing off relegation a couple of weeks ago. Mark Atanasio saying it just can't happen. It can happen. It will happen.
Josh Sargent has found himself with a bit of space. Schleppino on the left-hand side. Are we going to get another good performance tonight? No, we're not. And what about this from Norwich City updates? Okay, the stat for you, Jack. Okay,
is it going to make me sad?
Yes. Norwich City have not collected a single point when going behind this season. Norwich City are currently behind to Sheffield Wednesday and without points deductions would be bottom of the championship. If that doesn't tell you that this game is over tonight, I don't know what will.
Yeah, Jason McNeil backs it up. Without the points this evening, without the points deduction, Norwich would be bottom. Yeah, and rightly so. We're the worst club in the division.
Big long throw from Harry Darling. Here we go. Gets it into the box and it's cleared comfortably by Wednesday. Here we go. Schleppino. Is he going to get a good ball in? Get up, son. Yeah. Oh, no. I learned something new today, Jack. And I'm going to give the credit to NCFC Harry on X, who shared this underneath the Norwich City post. You know, by the way, we're now in the territory of every single Norwich City post. Everyone is just like, you know, Manning out, Napper out, corn flags this, da-da-da-da. Well, someone, this Harry chap, he actually introduced me to the sunk cost fallacy. I'm going to educate everyone on this as well.
Please do, because your Peter principle
did well.
It's gone viral.
Well, yeah, Norwich City are suffering with the Peter principle for sure. But I'm going to introduce everyone.
Oh, Duffy, that's late.
Goodness gracious, that's late, you know. It's definitely a yellow. It's definitely a yellow. It's a really silly challenge.
It could be off there.
I would not be surprised to see if Duffy chucks this tonight, Jack. He's already on a booking. There we go. Hang on. Has he been booked?
No, he's not already been booked.
No, I know he's not already.
No. Oh, yeah, I think so. That's Shane Duffy.
What's he doing there?
I'm going to say it.
What's he doing? Don't know. What is he doing there?
No, I'll say it. Shane Duffy is an absolute stain on this football club. He is.
Right, I'm going to introduce people to the sunk cost fallacy, okay? The phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavily in it, even when it is clear that the abandonment would be more beneficial. Norwich City are plagued by this at the moment, Jack. We are stuck with the sunk cost fallacy. It's as simple as that. Everyone knows that we need to make big change, but we are not doing it. It's like sitting on the Titanic, seeing the goddamn iceberg and driving straight into it, right? Knowing full well that you're going to sink. This is exactly what is going on at Norwich City. But you go, oh no, I've invested too much in the Titanic, so I'm going to continue to plow on into the iceberg.
And when the ship has ploughed into the iceberg, you go to the captain. Well done. We'll give you some more time. Just change your behaviours and processes.
Don't start me on that.
If I hear Liam Manning say the word behaviours or processes once more,
what?
I'm going to do something bad.
What's that?
I don't know, but I cannot do it. I can't listen to him speak about football and this brilliant football club anymore. That press conference on Tuesday made me angry, Chris. It made me angry.
And look
at Kenny McLean screaming at his defenders.
I know, yeah. But unfortunately, there's only one of him, and Sarge isn't the vocal leader.
Chris, go on. Good point here from Jack, who says,
Jack.
what's the lowest points tally in Championship history? Can you just search that? Because sure. I would be intrigued, actually.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Wayne, we need to stop with this. Why are you worried? You've got us on Saturday. Welcome, Wayne, Leicester fan in peace. We're so bad.
Worried?
No. Sheffield Wednesday did this thing. Criminal. No one is as bad as us. Nobody. So you're fine. I actually read a comment today that said that Leicester will review the Leicester will review their manager if they were to lose to Norwich this weekend. That is how bad it's got, that if a club loses to Norwich, they look at their manager and go, what's happened? Are you okay? Do you need support?
I'm trying to find. Do you know? I'm struggling to find this actually. Maybe someone in the comments can enlighten us, because I don't really need to be doing this.
Lowest ever Championship points total.
Yeah, it's not.
There you go. Records. Fewest points in a season. 17, I think that said.
17. Stoke City in 1984.
So we need 11 points.
Well, I don't honestly.
No, we don't. We need 9 points.
I really honestly.
Do you think we get 3 wins from now to the end of the season?
I can't see us getting a point, Jack.
Sean Dicko says it's 23 points. So maybe that's League One.
Bearing in mind that we are losing tonight to a team full of kids and Barry Bannon, that you can't see it, can you?
I think we need to be careful not to sound disrespectful to Sheffield Wednesday.
I massively respect Sheffield Wednesday as a club. Brilliant
hugely
club.
Admire their fans.
Yep.
Hugely admire the manager. Hugely admire the fact that these players have continued to rally despite not being paid on time for months this season. They've got more guts than any of us put together.
Yes.
It is shameful. Every single one of these Norwich City players should be looking at themselves with deep regret. And going, how on earth have I become this person?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
It's absolutely shameful. The fact that we've got Shane Duffy back in this side is shameful.
None of this surprises me anymore. I resigned to the fact that we are the basement boys of this league. We are terrible. We are so terrible.
Since Sheffield Wednesday scored, which was 17 minutes ago, in fact,
we haven't even made 2 passes. No, I know.
And that, we go back to that point around just complete and utter failure to find anything.
And by the way, you know what happens at the start of the second half, don't you? We concede again.
Oh yeah, cool. This finishes 2-0.
Well, it's going to be at least 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday tonight.
JT says maybe controversial, but as a short-term option to get us out of trouble, get a Warnock type gaffer to make. You know what?
Right. Yes. Do you know what, JT? I'll say this, right. There was an article, I think the Eastern Daily Press published it today. It was like odds of Pete the Kit Man being the next Norwich City manager. Do you know what? At least Pete the Kit Man would just instill a bit of passion, a bit of fight. Like, there's no football has gone too far the other way now, right? Where it's all about data and pointless stats and metrics that nerds enjoy themselves over. But the fundamentals of success, whether that be in business, your personal life, or football or sport, is belief, is motivation, is desire, is fight. It's not It's not, which angle you pass the ball. Show a bit.
Well,
show a bit, because he's not getting the most out of these players. No. He's not. And I need to say something. And I need to say, I have been a huge advocate for Liam Manning, right? I really respect what he's been through, what he's still going through. Some terrible adversity in his life. Some terrible adversity in his life, right? And I've had some really nice conversation with him as well, and that was obviously during the fan forum at the start of the season. I thought, you know what? Yeah, great. What a great, nice guy we've got. And I thought, you know what? This feels quite good. But it's just dawned upon me, he's not the right man. No. He's not. It's that sunk cost fallacy that we read out earlier, Jack. This project has failed. Project has failed. The fact, look at these players. Is there any belief?
No.
Is there any hope?
No.
Look at the supporters. Is there any belief? Is there any hope? Look at the board.
And
you only believe in this shit, surely.
You only have to look at Kenny McLean this evening, who spent the whole game just screaming at his teammates. I don't think he believes in his teammates.
Well, no, of course he doesn't.
And I think he is probably the only one out of this group that can hold their heads somewhat above the water. Yeah. But I agree. I was watching Charlton last night. Sonny Carey, Norfolk boy, last minute winner for Charlton.
Yeah, brilliant.
Nathan Jones, their gaffer. You either like him or you hate him. On the hoardings, just giving it up.
But good. Mate, this is exactly portraying my point, right? Passion, belief, personality. There's a connection between the Charlton supporters. Yeah. Look at how comfortable they dismantled Ipswich. It was easy. It was a walk in the park, right? And it's because there's such a togetherness. And again, Anel Hernandez was telling me the difference between them and us is they've got nothing to lose. They're in this league. They think that they're going to be, they're in and around the relegation zone. They're fighting for their lives. Yeah. There's a spirit amongst them. There's no spirit at this football club.
And I actually think with an adequate head coach that fits this and get some juices flowing, you actually don't need a great squad in this division to do well.
No.
You look at the top six. I don't look at any of their squads, and I'm not particularly jealous of them.
Average. Oh my God. I've just seen the worst pass there. I think it's Topic.
No. Was it?
Yeah, it's Topic.
Yeah, it's because he needs to put his fucking socks up. Parnell plays. Hi. If Mike sees sense and asks Manning to seek excellence elsewhere, who would be on your managerial shortlist?
Wow. I didn't actually finish my last point, and this is a perfect opportunity to finish it. I'm at the point now where I'd have anyone. Do you know those days, Jack, where you're like, no, I can't. Oh, I know, I can't have that. We can't have that manager, or he's not right for us. Or do you remember when we were saying, oh, we can't get that manager because he wouldn't keep us in the Premier League? Gone are those days. We need a survival bandit at Norwich now. We need someone that can their only skill, if their only skill trait is they're a passion merchant.
We need.
I'm taking it.
Yeah,
I would honestly have Pete the Kitman as manager right now, and I say that with my chest. No, I'm not joking. Do you actually think I've said that just for the camera?
Yeah,
I'm being deadly serious because it's about belief.
You would enlist,
and he loves this club. And you'll be at this club forever, like us idiots. We are going to be at this club forever, right? It means something. Liam Manning knows he's dead in the water.
Well,
and you can tell.
And there was a
Sheffield Wednesday, by the way, edge of the box. They've carved out another opportunity shot. It's been dragged wide.
There was a comment in here somewhere that was essentially saying, Liam says, I really think that Manning wants to be sacked.
Yeah, well, we've discussed this, Liam.
I agree. I think he does.
And of course he does. Because if he resigns...
This is harming his reputation.
Yes. And if he resigns, he's not getting his compensation.
So he has to stay. And, his family going prior to Liam joining. Oh, my God. What I just said.
We are honest. This
is absolute darkness.
It is. I was chatting to Mark Woods earlier. Hello, Mark. You're probably tuning in. And he was saying this is the worst it's been since. He said it was worse than what it was when we went down, when obviously we had Glenn Roeder, and then obviously he was dismissed, and the legend of legends, Brian Gunn, took control. And even then, Gunny managed to get a bit out of his boys. This is hopeless. I cannot believe the sharpness of the demise. And it just shows that the complacency from within those four walls of the football club, they've been complacent for saying, oh no, it will be all right. You know, oh, it's okay, we've got parachute payments. Then it was, oh no, it's okay because we've made some really good player sales. It's okay, we'll reinvest it. Oh no, it's okay, we've got Ashley Barnes or Shane Duffy, or, you know, we've got experienced players. Oh no, it's okay, we've signed some young players. They're going to have good second seasons. Oh no, it's okay, Norwich fans will keep turning up. Like the idiots we are, pumping the most expensive season ticket money in the country into this football club. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Marking their own homework, patting each other back. You know, Neil Adams. No one knows what he does. There's so many. I could go on and on and on.
Should be 2-0 Wednesday. Neil Adams interim. Maybe we could go on a European-wide search.
Jack, well, the scary thing is, Jack, I honestly think he would be given it. Interim.
Don't say that.
Interim.
Don't say that.
In this, mate, this current board, that they would make him interim manager. Because Hoggy and the backroom staff aren't going to... Hoggy? Well, that's what they call him, isn't it? Embarrassing. Well, I know.
Did you not watch that? Because I was expecting more anger. Did you not watch that press conference yesterday and actually felt angry?
Jack, I am at the point of acceptance. There's stages of grief, and I'm at acceptance now, right? I'm angry. I'm fed up. And, you know, and by the way, there is, if this keeps going, then us as a channel, we're going to have to try something different to get the board to listen.
Well, I mean, on that point, and you know, I don't think some people like the protesting on Saturday, but if they thought that was bad, my goodness, mate, what are they in for on Saturday coming? That is going to get seriously.
Mate, well, look, it doubles in numbers. At least it gets more venomous. You'll have people that don't go actually into the turnstiles, but they will just protest before and after the game. And as you've alluded to before, Jack, you know, when people don't feel like they're listened to, when it gets to the point of that we're at, people will do stupid shit, and I don't want them to do that, but unfortunately, that's society. So, well, I'm so worried, and it's sorry,
and these players put stupid shit in for 90 minutes.
Yes, I agree, mate. And as I said in the podcast, this isn't, by the way, just about, you know, getting the positive change we want. I'm actually this isn't healthy for Liam Manning.
No, of course it's not.
This isn't healthy for Liam Manning, right? I want Liam Manning to just go and have a rest, get out of here. It's not worked. This is diabolical. There is no way these players are running through walls for him. There is no way.
No, I mean, you know, he's continually throwing them under the bus. He constantly shifts blame onto everyone else. When challenged, he walks down the tunnel. He is actively looking to get sacked, and yet still a decision hasn't been made. Still, and it is baffling. It is truly baffling.
And just look at this. Just look at this, right? This. Oh my God! Shane Duffy is just there. Had a go at Liam Manning. Oh my God!
Wow!
Waving his hand in Liam Manning's face.
Context here: Sheffield Wednesday player down, injured.
Wow!
The Norwich team have gone to the sideline for a conversation with Liam Manning. Duffy's also just thrown his bottle,
and he's. Oh my God! I mean, Jack, you said it earlier about Shane Duffy, and I was just going to say before that, head loss moment. The players are looking to Kenny McLean. The players are not looking at Liam Manning. They've gone over to the touchline to get their waters, and they are looking at Kenny McLean. They're not listening to the instructions of Liam Manning. They're not. They're looking to Kenny for advice, for leadership. They're not looking to the backroom stuff. I'll tell you what, that Shane Duffy moment there, that is telling. That's telling.
Kenny McLean is absolutely livid.
Yeah, and he's losing his head as well.
And I would be,
and I'm not surprised.
I would be livid if I was Kenny McLean. You know, you're looking to the touchline, to the dugout for something, a leader, and Liam Manning is there, meek within his soul, fucking Hoggy or whatever his name is, next to him, right? Embarrassing. And they'll probably lose tonight, and they'll go straight down the tunnel again, and they'll go in and they'll apologise, and they'll talk about behaviours and processes and how he can't do any more, and they're not listening to him. I don't want to hear it anymore, right? I don't want to hear it anymore. The only thing I want to hear from this football club tonight is that Liam Manning has been sacked. That's the only thing I want to hear.
Well, it has to start with that. Ben Napper will have to put his job at risk. He'll have to. And as I say, Jack, it goes to that point that you make about the Leicester game, because if it's not done before the Leicester game, people are going to get organised.
Well, and Chris, we are throwing away opportunities. Sheffield Wednesday, Derby, Hull. We've got a couple of winning. We need points. We need points to try and survive. We are throwing away opportunities. Jeffrey Schlupp has found some space in the Sheffield Wednesday half. He'll give it to Mirko Topic, Rory McConville. I've
got nothing left, Jack.
Oh, there's
Oscar!
For God's sake, they're so shit. They're so shit.
You okay, mate?
He's one-on-one and
I mean, look, he's had to bring that down from heaven.
Chris.
To be fair, Jack. No. Watch it.
Hi.
Okay, right. He probably should shoot straight away, actually, to be fair. It's a great ball from Kenny McLean. Goes across the box. Yeah, he should shoot.
He's awful.
I don't know why he's trying to touch it there. Yeah, I agree with you. And do you know what, as well? And I'll talk, openly about you in front of all of these people here, Jack. I've never seen you this angry. I've never ever in our history of doing Talk Norwich City, which is how many years now?
Decade.
Is it a decade?
Yeah.
I haven't ever seen you this angry.
Why do you think that is?
And you are normally quite level-headed. Don't get me wrong. You say things that, annoy people because you're not afraid of sharing your opinion, but it's your anger which speaks volumes.
We are witnessing the deterioration.
Yes, of our football
conscious club. Deterioration of our football club.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
You make a choice by not making
the worst pass, and
actively not making a choice here.
Kellen, it's a shocking pass.
Is contributing to the continued demise of our football club. Ben Napper, Liam Manning, Zoe Webber, Neil Adams. Shameful. All of them shameful.
I can't disagree.
Billy rubbing the salt in the wounds. Nathan Jones' energy brings a whole lot together. I've never seen Charlton team with this much spirit. The spirit between fans, manager, and players is second to none. Well,
sorry, you finish, mate. You finish.
That's what it takes. We had it with Alex Neil, with Daniel Farker, with Nigel Worthington.
Have a bit about you.
People that can sculpt the group. We've seen it a lot in the press this week. Serena Wiegman with the Lionesses, bringing a group together, galvanizing a group.
And this is what frustrates me, Jack, because I'm pretty confident, right, that the majority of teams in this league would take 4 or 5 players out of this team and put them in theirs, right? Yes, these players are poor. Yes, no, hold up. Yes, these players are poor, right? But they're not relegation. Look, they are obviously currently there. So obviously you can say the table isn't lying. That's true. But my point is, you've got a spine. Like, these players won't take a lot to get going. You've got to make that change.
I do agree.
We need new leadership.
I do agree.
We need it. And Shane, I tell you, right, here's a bet for you. Shane Duffy is getting sent off.
Oh yeah,
quickly as well. By the way.
Good touch.
Brilliant touch. Right. Go on, Oscar. Go on, Oscar.
Do something.
Just get a corner. Get up the corner.
Oh, mate, can you hear yourself?
Maybe that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Embarrassing.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you're just joining us, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich City 0. Norwich had an opportunity one-on-one through Josh Sargent in the opening 20 seconds. They missed it. 2.5 minutes later, Barry Bannon rifled one top corner from 35 yards.
What a goal it was, by the way.
I mean, what a goal, but the space he had.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. The midfield tonight has been
Parnell
shocking.
places, at least our XG is all right.
Oh, Parnell, you've tried me there. You know what I feel about that. Blimey, right?
Yeah, no, we'll probably hear from Liam Manning that he can't do anything else and got his players in good positions.
Carved opportunities out, behaviours. It's one of those. It is one of those.
You know, I actually had to re-record my video.
Did you? Did you?
Yesterday, because
You didn't tell me that.
I had to. The first version was not fit for public.
You haven't told me that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm so angry with Liam Manning. So angry with Liam Manning.
I'm angry with them all.
It's the arrogance.
So badly let down.
It's the arrogance. 7 consecutive home defeats. First East Anglian derby defeat in 16 years.
Yeah.
The lowest this club has been for what, 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's coming out and saying sacking me won't change much. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me, Liam?
But the reason why I think he's saying these things, Jack, is he knows that he's safe because he snookered Ben Napper.
Yeah.
Snookered Ben Napper.
Yeah.
And I actually think that some of his comments are pointing at Ben Napper.
Well, of course.
I can't imagine that their relationship is a bed of roses at the moment. Can you?
Well, not when
some of his comments that are coming out.
Not when Ben's looking at him bringing Mundell Smith on instead of Mate Jurisic.
Yeah, that was a statement, wasn't it? By the way, Kenny with a really bad pass. We are a state. Honestly, we are an absolute state.
You know that Ipswich team that went down when we went up?
Yes.
That 2020.
Yeah.
They had more points at this stage this season.
Yeah.
In that season than we do.
It's not difficult.
And how bad was that team?
Yeah,
this is the
really
thing.
But we're worse.
Yeah, I know.
We're worse.
But that shows how bad we are.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know, I look at those Rotherham sides which just continually go down and you'd laugh at them and go, why are they in this league?
It's a bit harsh on Rotherham.
No, it's not. It's not harsh because they're better than us.
I actually now I'm at the point where I actually don't know what to say because it's so painstakingly obvious what needs to happen.
Yeah.
The wider football community know it. Like
they're laughing at us, Chris.
Of course they are.
They're laughing
at
us.
We are currently the laughing stock of this league. And that's obvious. Yeah. We're awful.
I mean, I saw that news that Will Still had been sacked by Southampton. I feel a bit for Will Still because I think you've got, like Norwich, systematic issues at Southampton. But I looked at that news and went, well, yeah, obviously they've only won 2 games this season, right? Obviously that was a decision that they had to make. Yeah. And yet still, we persist with this nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. It's shocking. It's now a case of it's all on the ownership. It's all on them because the board are marking their own homework. Napper can't sack Manning because it basically sacks himself.
Oh, Kovacevic.
Oh, Vladan getting annoyed now.
Oh, Kovacevic screaming at his team.
I think there was an F in there as well.
I think there might have been an F and a J.
I think this is what I'm seeing now, Jack. And by the way, if they're already like this at 41 minutes gone, imagine what it's going to be like soon. I think the players are now not caring about hiding their feelings. They're not trying to cover their mouths with what they're saying. That Shane, I'd love people to know. Can you let us know in the chat what happened with Shane Duffy? What happened with Shane Duffy when he went over to Liam Manning? He kind of swooped his arm and he said something.
Well, he's probably going, what the fuck is this guy?
It looked to me like it was at Liam Manning. I could be wrong. But it's not a good look, is it, Jack? It was like when those...
Well, actually, I quite like that from Shane Duffy. I quite like that. Because Liam Manning has been throwing his players under the bus all season. So let's throw Liam Manning under the bus. I don't mind that from Shane Duffy, right? Let's get stuck into the gaffer.
Oh, my God, listen to you.
No, I don't mind it.
We're bad, aren't we? We're so bad.
Big Mac down the right-hand side. I mean, the fact that we've got John McCarmer playing on the right wing, I mean, he is a number 9, out and out, right? And playing him there, dearie me. Here we go. So everyone's saying, so Baz said that Liam gave him an instruction and he gobbed off at him.
Wow. Really, Baz? Is that serious? Is that really true? Because if that's after an instruction, I mean, well, but so then what I'm thinking, Jack, is if that's the case, Baz, what I would like and what I would expect of my manager, if he's been disrespected in that way, he should be taking Duffy off.
Well, and it also makes
if someone did that to me, sorry to interrupt, mate, if I'm the head coach, I say an instruction and one of my players gobs off at me, I'm taking him off.
But
right, you're off then, mate. You're off.
But put yourself in Shane Duffy's shoes. Why would you listen to the instruction?
No, I agree, but the point, I'm just talking about basics here, Jack, right? I'm talking about basics. These players don't respect their leader.
No.
The fact that if Baz is correct, which I believe in Baz, right? Baz is correct.
Believe in Baz.
Then that absolutely says everything you need to know about what the players think of their leader.
Well, and it also explains a lot that whenever Liam Manning, talks about this isn't the style of football that I'm asking them to play, well, it's pretty clear that they're not listening, right? And that is a fundamental issue. And Ben Napper should have gone, okay, this group of players isn't reacting to Liam Manning. They're not listening to Liam Manning. I need to get in someone where they force a bit of respect.
It's so obvious, but he won't do it because he's sacking himself.
Does he go tonight?
He should. But will he? No.
You don't think he does?
They will put him through. Look, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I would be completely bewildered, dumbfounded, flabbergasted if they've not already set the wheels in motion to find a new head coach of this football club, right? It would be the definition of negligence, the absolute definition. But at this stage, my hope and belief in this football club is so far on its backside that I genuinely don't think they will. I think they'll wait till after the Leicester game when there's protests, massive protests. And fair play to the people protesting. They've got every right.
So at what point do we have to look at our owners and go,
yeah, no, this is my point. No, this is my point. And we've already said this on the podcast, Jack. Fine, we have to repeat ourselves at this stage. It has to be a broken record. 3 minutes of extra time. I wish it was less. You now have, the only option here now is that we make it so clear to the ownership that we demand change, big change, because in Liam Manning's defense, which is going to rub people up the wrong way, but it's true, this isn't just a Liam Manning's problem. This isn't a normal football club problem, an average football club problem, right? Where, a string of bad results, you're not going to achieve your goals that season, you sack the manager, and then boom, done, solved. That's not going to solve the problems.
The most astonishing thing about this game is how bad Sheffield Wednesday are. We're not even getting close to them, Chris.
Yeah.
We've got fucking Jeffrey Schlupp playing left wing back.
It looks like a pre-season game for a couple of League Two teams.
Jason, very kind of you. Here, lads, have a beer or two on each. I think I'm going to have a beer second half.
Yeah, me too.
Hopefully that gives you a better taste than what Norwich are currently giving. Very kind of you, Jason. Very, very kind of you.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that, fella.
Isaac, when are the women's team next playing at Canaries so I can see a win this season?
Yeah, women are going really well, by the way.
It's actually a good point.
Yeah,
I've seen one win at Canaries this season, and that was the women's 4-0 victory against Luton. And they were brilliant. And they won 9-2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
That would be a good way of protesting. Stop going to the men's games and start going to the women's games. Yeah. I might start doing that.
Yeah, fair enough, mate.
Get down to the nest. Support the girls.
For sure. The women are doing really well. I mean, look, we should be supporting the women anyway, regardless of how the men's team do. But they're doing really well, and hopefully they get promoted this season. So Norwich City have conceded a corner. It was almost half time, Jack. This looks ominous.
Look, I've seen a few people in the comments this evening say, that they've left on the watch along, thank you, but they've switched the game off. to those who maybe aren't watching the game, I cannot begin to emphasize how poor this Norwich team are. Like new levels of bad. New levels of woefulness.
Bad.
And I'm struggling to find the words to kind of get that across. They lack in every single area.
Yes.
Mindset, performance levels,
technicality, yeah, passion,
tactics,
fight,
just ability to move their limbs in a functioning method.
Blimey. And do you know what? Sheffield Wednesday are showing a bit here, Jack. They're ending the half definitely looking like the team that are going to get the second goal. We, of course, know they're going to score a second goal after half-time anyway, because Liam Manning will very likely change the formation to make it worse. So we regress in the second half. We'll concede between the 50th or 60th minute. This was done obviously after the Barry Bannon goal. We had to be 1-0 up.
Mate, it was done before that.
No,
it was done before that.
Yeah,
and we've been saying we'll lose to who do we play on Saturday?
Leicester.
No, sorry, we'll lose to Hull. We'll lose to Sheffield Wednesday, and we'll lose to Leicester. Well, we're 2 down, 3 to go. Liam Manning has, when you get to the point where you go, oh, it'd be unfair to say that the coach has lost the dressing room. We're beyond that point. These players are checked out. That was visible on Saturday. Gone. These players do not want to play for Liam Manning.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's obvious. We've seen I can't really show it on screen, Jack, but we're seeing now a replay that's being shared with us by SJL. Let's be having you on X. You can see there what Shane Duffy does. So Manning definitely gives him the instruction, and there you go. The arm gets swooped in the air. It's in front of the wider public. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? It really does say it all.
Frosted Phoenix, thanks for the super chat. Neutral fan here in peace. I know there's more to change at your club than just manager, but would you take Michael Carrick?
I'd take anyone.
Head coach?
I would take Pete the Kit Man.
I'd pay myself for Michael Carrick. I couldn't afford him, but
I would honestly take Pete the Kit Man.
Michael Carrick was, I think, a name that popped up after your tweet regarding
we're not making
Kensel and Scott.
I'm so sorry to say it. We are light years away from attracting an up-and-coming manager like Michael Carrick. We are in Neil Warnock territory. But we are in Sam Allardyce territory.
But surely for Michael Carrick, you look, well, it can't get any worse. And I feel like
it's too much of a risk. We cut adrift. You've already said we're down. There's absolute carnage going on off the pitch. You honestly think that Michael Carrick would come to Norwich City? I think you're in La La Land. And I think that you're in La La Land. Oh, Michael Carrick. We can get Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick. I think Michael Carrick has got a shout at a Premier League job. Wolves. We are in the pit of shit, Jack Reed. We are in Sam Allardyce, Neil Warnock territory.
Why would they want to come there?
A laugh? Got nothing else to do, have they?
I'll tell you who I'd take.
Go on.
Mick McCarthy. No, I would.
It can. I mean, that would be a laugh, wouldn't it?
Parnell plays. Are we still not paying JHT?
Yeah,
there we are.
Yeah.
Paul Lambert. Wouldn't say no.
To be fair, it was only last year we stopped paying off Daniel Farker.
Probably still paying David Wagner as well. Ezek, Manning is utterly clueless. The Wrexham game was the beginning of the end for me. Everyone could see the problems, and he did nothing to adapt.
Yes, that is correct.
I would say in the Liam Manning tenure, which hopefully won't be going on for too much longer, but don't hold your breath, I have seen a combined 45 minutes of good football.
And that's big.
And that was Portsmouth away, first half.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen another.
Well, and we rode our luck in the second, didn't we?
Oh, didn't we just?
Hugely.
Didn't we just?
Didn't they hit the bar?
Hit the bar, saved the penalty.
Yeah. Look, let us know in the chat if you're a Norwich City fan, of course. But by the way, if you're not a Norwich City fan, welcome aboard as well. I'm sure many fans of many different clubs are looking at Talk Norwich City now, like what the hell is going on in Norwich City? So thank you so much for jumping on board and joining us. But Norwich City fans, I really want to hear from you. I really do. Like, what do we do now? Where do we go? What is the final score going to be? Let us know in the chat. Let's try and get through these next 45 minutes together.
Just had a text from our good friend Connor at One Leeds.
Hello, Connor.
Love One Leeds.
Great channel. What's he saying?
And this comes back to my point, and this is why I'm so angry with Liam Manning, with Ben Napper, with Zoe Webber, with Neil Adams. The list goes on. We have become a laughingstock. Connor, who's a good friend, has texted us and saying, lads, I've had to switch the game off. It feels like I'm watching at -2 speed.
Yes. It is absolutely diabolical.
You've got neutral fans trying to enjoy their Wednesday night. They flick Norwich on and go, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Connor, how do you think we feel?
We have to talk about this every week.
How do you think we feel?
Oh, can you get the Lakens, please? I need a beer.
Yeah,
I really need a beer.
No,
I'll keep people company.
Or
tell me where there are, then I'll get them.
No, I'll go get them. Chrissy Dayton, can we get serious for a second? We can.
Yeah.
Does the club not realise how much of an effect this has on fans?
Yes.
I love this club. Being with my mates on a Saturday gets me through the week, but this is hell.
But Chris, let me address this straight away, okay? You've said one key thing there, fans. There is a disdain from the people inside those four walls at this club towards the supporters. We've seen it. We've seen it with the fact that they just were willingly, without consultation, going to move 3,000 fans from the River End. They don't care about Norwich fans. They don't listen to Norwich fans. We're paying the most expensive season ticket in the country, and they couldn't even be asked to send a survey, even though they send a survey every bloody match day asking me about my experience. Well, I'll tell you what my experience is. Barry and IT, shite, because we lose every week.
What's Barry and IT done?
No, do you know what? I'm starting to get annoyed with Barry and IT as well. I really am. Ian and IT. You know, so Chris, your point about, it's bad for the fans. Mate, I agree with you, by the way. Of course it is. It's awful.
And actually,
what are they putting us through? It's Chinese torture, but they don't care. Because if they truly cared about the supporters, they would stop this misery right now and make the blatant changes that are required to turn this ship around. HMS pissed the league. Forget it. We are on Titanic. And we are torpedoing ourselves into the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, HMS sink the ship, isn't it? George Ellick made a great point. I love George dearly on Not the Top 20. He's a big Oxford fan. And in regards to Liam Manning, he said, even if you believe, if you're Ben Napper, even if you believe 100% in Liam Manning.
Who does?
Just listen to me.
Okay.
It gets to a point where it's incompetent, because you have to keep fans on board. Even if you think Liam Manning is God and he will turn this around, it becomes untenable just because of fan sentiment.
Yes.
And we are way past that point now.
Yes.
Way past that point. And the one thing that Norwich haven't had to worry about for the last 15, 20 years is getting people through the gates. They've been able to just be very complacent with that. And they'll sell the season tickets and they'll sell out every week. That will change, and that's starting to change. So maybe it will take loss in match day revenue because the Americans will be dead keen on getting that up.
Yeah, we've spoken.
So maybe that will be the point in which they
turn up. Don't turn up. But you know, I think I quite like the idea of people.
But it shouldn't come to that point.
But
I
know, mate. But we are at that point. We are at that point. And actually, as fans, right now, we need to do that because they're not listening.
Well, we are getting to a point where something needs to be done. All right. And what that looks like at the moment, I don't know. I know that, there were certain protests on Saturday that will certainly intensify over the coming days as we lead into the Leicester game on Saturday. And there's an international break coming up. So it's vital that we're heard.
Yeah. Agreed.
We're trying our best here on TNC. I think we've made that very clear. Maybe we have to go stronger.
Well, maybe. No, we need to, Jack. I think it's our responsibility to. I think we're left with very little to no choice. I think we have to look at ourselves as well, Jack. Like clearly, we've somehow not been strong enough. I don't know how, because I'm listening to some of your comments, and I can't see us getting an interview with the football club for the next 10 years.
I don't want one.
Like, but yeah, look, but the only person that can change this now is Mark Atanasio, because they are marking their own homework.
And this comes back to this point. Mark will make the change. It's his investment going down the drain.
Yeah.
Pick the wrong team. Wright and Chris Garden need to start. Shots that says we need to play a 4-4-2. Topic, Maatsen, Medic are awful.
Yeah.
Right in the middle with Kenny or Fawcett, and
Yeah.
Kenny up top behind Diamond. I mean, this is the thing. The shots that I agree with every point you've raised.
But both of those lads as well, I would actually come back to you and say, lads, that is lovely. Like that's really lovely discussion. Okay. But that's the kind of discussions that you're having at mid-table. Oh, I think if we got higher up, I think if we changed our shape, I think we had a different formation. I'm not even there. Where we are at now, Yellow Army, is we are talking about the abundance of the core fundamentals of sport, right? Fight, belief, winning mentality, desire, teamwork, listening to your lead. They're not even listening to him. We've seen that on display tonight.
Would you listen to him?
Not sure I would anymore. I certainly wouldn't believe in his approach to games. I wouldn't. So this is the thing. Like everyone can talk about formations and bringing in certain players. And by the way, I agree with those points. I don't know what on earth Jacob Wright has done to not be in this side at this stage. I really don't. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get a move out at this stage. To be honest with you, the way that he's been treated by Liam Manning, by not playing him when the midfield is an absolute car crash. But we're beyond that. And we don't have the fundamentals.
A lot of this, this arrogance, this disdain towards fans is why me and you, Chris, were so angry when we sold Marcelino Nunes. This was bigger than just selling a player. This was a statement that we don't care what you think as fans.
Yes.
And we were fed the line. The audacity from the football club to go, it's fine because we'll have the money to reinforce in January. Bullshit.
Well, or prove us wrong. Mate, I'm sorry to say it. Please get me a beer.
Sure.
Please get a beer.
Well,
get me a beer.
You can keep entertaining. So look, Chris is the one wanting the beer.
Get me a beer.
I'm sorry, guys.
By the way, definitely NCFC, TNC merch now on sale. Folks, thanks for joining us for the Norwich City Pain Train tonight. We're so grateful. And one thing is for sure, at least we're in this together. At least we're keeping each other company. At least we are listening to each other. At least we're having reasonable debate and discussion. At least we are asking for your thoughts and opinions because the club are not listening to you. They're not listening to the Yellow Army. It's as simple as that. I just really hope and pray, and I am at the point of praying now, by the way, that Mark Atanasio wakes up to the reality. And people know I did the Canary Call special. Phil and Rob hosted that. I believe we did the best job we could in the time that we had by asking him the challenging questions around Nunes, around sacking Napa, Manning, etc. Like we did. But there is still, I think, this. I'm not sure it's going. I think it was the first time when we did that Canary Call that Mark started to realise the sheer pit of shit that this football club is in. I think it was the first time that he was exposed to that fan fury. And that will have helped. The problem is he might be thinking, oh, well, I'll see if that carries on. Cheers, mate. We're in an awful place. And cheers, mate. Here's to Lakens, 20% off in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks as always to our sponsors and partners. Charles Gray dog training, by the way. If you fancy getting your dog trained, then make sure you go and see Charles. One thing is for sure, he can certainly keep a lead, unlike Norwich City. Thanks so much for all your comments in the chat. Thank you so much for keeping us company. We're all going to need the Lakens tonight, that's for sure. They've just released their St. Nick's as well, by the way, a massive barrel in time for Christmas. But seriously, Yellow Army, now I do need to say, like, me and Jack have had some very serious discussions over the last 48 hours about what we should do to try and help. But I want you to know that I've contacted the ownership directly. I'll be honest and transparent about that. I've made it abundantly clear. I've presented them with data to try and work in such a way that they will hopefully wake up. But at the minute, it's not quite getting through. So we're going to have to up the ante, Jack, aren't we?
Yeah. Look, we feel it. We see it. This isn't fun, right? These videos aren't fun to record. I don't get home from work at 7 o'clock at night and go, oh, I tell you what, I really want to do right now. Film a video talking about how incompetent Liam Manning is. Like, that doesn't bring
It's
me
not
any.
just Liam Manning, it's all of them, mate.
No, I know. But the reason I'm pushing out so much is because this issue, this car crash that we are feeling at Norwich City, needs to be heard about. It needs to be seen. And the mainstream.
Here's the survival.
Cheers. The mainstream are starting to pick up on it. They're seeing the issues. They are, in some capacity, laughing at us, which I think is fair enough. I think that's fair enough because we are a laughing stock.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that aside and we'll talk about that at the end of this game. There have been changes. Matthias Chris-Gordon is coming on.
Good.
Norwich City need to win this game of football.
Yeah,
it's critical.
Yeah, as I said before the game, Bravo, win or die. It is as simple as that. It's in our song. You know, and when was the last time we saw a splendid rush, by the way? There's no splendid rush in this football team. Honestly, what is this? This is not our football club. And here we go, by the way. Start the second half. You know the script here. Yellow Army. So don't let yourselves into the false pretense that we're going to get back into this game, because we're not.
They've not followed the script, because usually they're okay first half and then a shit second half. So actually, we've just been shit first half and second half.
Well, maybe let's hope for a miracle. Oh my God, have you just seen that?
We just kicked a touch.
The worst kickoff ever I've ever seen. I mean, what is that? Is that about getting up the pitch? This isn't rugby, boys.
Yeah, no, we are playing like rugby. Dylan Holmes says, does Borheta have a buyback clause? This squad gives the impression he had the first touch of Riyad Mahrez.
Oh, I actually can't. I think that's done me. That's actually done me, that comment.
But he would get in this team. Borheta would get in this team.
And he's the worst. I'm still convinced he's not a footballer.
No, he's doing all right.
And Dylan, you're right. What a sad state of affairs.
Tom Kerry, reminder of another masterclass from the club. Another standout performance from Christos Zolis tonight against Barcelona in the Champions League. How did we get that one so wrong?
Well, that one is that, and people won't like to hear it, so it'll make me an unpopular figure. But that one is down to the misman management of Daniel Farker. So there you go. But that's the truth on that.
Aconite Universe, positive. Norwich didn't lose to the top two, Stoke and Coventry. And that,
but what? That's meaningless.
No, but it shows how bad this league is.
But it doesn't matter what things show and what things could be.
Oh, that
shoulda, woulda, coulda. We are losing 1-0 to a team that didn't pay their players on time for the last 5 months. We are playing kids. This is dads v lads, and the kids are currently embarrassing us. And by the way, I want to make this clear. I'm actually not I'm actually trying to not. I don't mean to say it in like a disrespectful way to Wednesday. I'm saying it in a disrespectful way to Norwich. Sergeant Thrill. Oh no.
The fact that this manager of Sheffield Wednesday can get a tune out of his players when they had every right to sack this in. They're not getting paid. Force the move. Get out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Current situation: Norwich 5 points adrift. Southampton currently on 13.
Wednesday up to -2. I said this to you on the pod, and I didn't, and I wasn't joking. At the minute, I think Wednesday could end up above us.
No, I agree,
and it won't take a few. And by the way, if they stick with this, it'll only be a few weeks.
I had a look. I watched the video from what are they called? One of the Championship podcasts that was highlighting the wastage of the £50 million under the Ben Napper regime, and they flicked up on screen the starting 11 that played against Leeds in the playoff semis. And I know we got battered in that second leg. We were way off it.
Yeah, we did.
Mate, that team compared to this was unbelievable. Yeah. The three in behind Sargent was Sainz, Sarah, who was the right winger? Someone will remind me. But that team was I look at this team now, having spent £55 million under Ben Napper, having him sack David Wagner. It is astonishing the regression of this football club under Ben Napper's eye. Shane Duffy got subbed at half time, so we're to a back four.
Did he? Because that was one of the things that I said I would do. He deserves to be subbed at half time. I would have subbed him sooner than that. because of the disrespect. So good. That just showed. So fair play, because we've criticised, but we should also praise where appropriate. That was the right call. That was the right. Can you move this? You've moved me off camera. They've made the right move there, bringing Duffy off. You can't do that on the pitch towards your manager. It's unacceptable.
Oh, I think you can. And actually, it was Liam Manning that brought Shane Duffy back into the side.
Yeah,
having said that he didn't want him in the side. Yet again.
There's your thanks, Liam. There's your thanks.
More incompetence.
There's your thanks.
From Liam Manning.
But this is where it's about understanding your people. This is where it's about understanding who's who in the team.
Beer's good, by the way.
And the beer's delicious. I'm convinced that he doesn't know his players, because you can't look to Shane Duffy to change the fortunes of your football club, entirely, can you?
Who shall we look at for a role model for this group of players? And I know Shane Duffy. Are you kidding me?
Well, I can't refute that, mate.
I tell you what, Harvey's come out with a rogue shout here, but I'm all for it. Sack Manning and give Kenny McLean a shot at interim.
Oh my god,
that's not actually the worst shout in the world.
Player manager.
Yeah.
The problem, the reason why I think that is a bad shout is he is the only leader that we have left.
Yeah, so
there's no
player manager.
Well, yeah, but then who's on the sideline?
Pete the Kitman.
Neil Adams.
Pete the Kitman.
I'm pro Pete the Kit, Pete the Kit man.
Stuart Sayer. Hey,
God, what are you doing there? It's park football.
These Norwich City players are just going through the motions, aren't they? Following their leader and doing the least they can to get away with shockingly low standards.
Standards. Remember those days? Standards, Stuart. We don't have standards anymore. And I tell you the reason why we have no standards, because there's not an ounce of accountability. Not an ounce. They'll get back from Sheffield later on tonight or tomorrow. They'll be there behind the scenes. Oh, well done. Let me make you a cup of tea. Yeah, how'd you like it? Milk and sugar. There'll be no critical conversations. There'll be nothing.
They'll go, oh, well, maybe the injuries
more
will
backslapping.
Oh, behaviours, processes. Fuck off.
It's not working. It's not. It's done. It's done.
The saddest thing about this, the loss to Ipswich should have been the point in which we sacked this project off.
Yeah.
All right. Marcelino Nunes providing the assist for the third Ipswich goal. That's the moment where you sack everyone involved in this football club and start again. No, I'm being serious.
No.
That was the last international break. If we'd have arrested things then, there would have been a chance that these types of games, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby, fellow relegation contenders, we would have had a chance in getting something out of. Instead, we've wasted another batch of games, critical games where we could pick up points. There is a real risk now that we get to Christmas, the halfway point in the season,
and we'll already be
you'll already be down.
Well, this is why I'm saying, Jack. This is why I've said what I've said. Like, I've tried to push it. I've tried to give them the benefit of doubt. Go, surely this is the game they change it. Surely this is the time they turn it around. Surely this tonight, Sheffield Wednesday against the under-18s or whatever, and 55-year-old Barry Bannon, right? Probably 65-year-old Barry Bannon. But it's not. And so my point is this: if they do not make big change at this football club, either ASAP, either before or up to a maximum of the end of the international break, this team are in League One next season. And I hate saying that. And I want to try and be positive, Jack. It's something I've been criticised for. You're too positive, Chris.
Danger. Sheffield Wednesday 1-on-1. This could be 2-0. Good save, Vladan Kovacevic.
Well done, Vlad. Fair play, Vlad. And that would have fit the script, the exact script. 52 minutes on the clock. We've come out with our cup of Horlicks again. Yeah, what is going on in that change room at half time?
Well,
what is going on?
Look at Harry Darling there. He's
all over the place.
Harry Darling has gone from a man who looked so phenomenal to not even a shell of his former self.
Mate, I can't believe how bad it's got. I really can't. Well, I can. Actually, I can. It can.
No, it's it is deeply saddening. It is, you know, and I hope
Like
that those going to Canaries on Saturday make their voices heard,
Yeah,
make
me
their
too.
presence known.
Yeah, me too.
Because
in a safe way, obviously, please.
In a safe way, but in a way that people go, oh shit, they mean business, right?
Well,
I'm not talking about abuse, but I am talking about conducted, organized protest.
Okay.
We need to get to that point
as
because
long as you know, there's no abuse.
No,
in terms of, you know, like
I mean, one would hope that we're all grown up.
You got to
right?
be,
and like, let's not.
I know, but we're not.
And I suspect that the
But
club,
we're not.
I suspect the club have advised that the families and kids don't go.
Well, rightly so.
And rightly so.
2-0, surely. No, get it out. Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday piling the pressure on. You know, this is.
So yeah, just back to your protest point, and we do need to make this clear. Like, we obviously are of the opinion that the club aren't listening, so we think it's fair enough for people to protest and make your voices heard. But at the same time, we're not in any way, shape, or form condoning any sort of actions which are obviously over the line. We started to see a little bit of that last week. Some of the things that were being said to players' families are completely unacceptable. But yeah, it is actually really worrying. Like, you know, in a sense, but it's really worrying me, actually. Like, what is going to happen at the weekend? Because,
well, we're in territory we've not been before. You know,
yeah, what is going to happen for people's safety, Jack? It's shocking.
To Nigel Worthington, it wasn't as severe as this. I think back to,
no.
oh, that's a lovely ball.
Brilliant, come on.
Norwich
Oscar Fartow, loads of space and Please put it wide. Please put it wide. It's a big, big chance for Oscar Fartow, the 19-year-old. Sargent finds him. It's a brilliant ball. He's got loads of space and time. Hits it on his favourite left foot, and he's dragged it wide. That's a big, big chance to equalise. Don't let that be mistaken. Sheffield Wednesday get away with one. And by the way, Jack, you know what happens now, don't you?
Yeah, they score.
They get their second goal.
I mean, he's had Chris,
and it's a shame because
Chris, I know he's young and I like Oscar.
Yeah, me
but
too.
My God, has he missed some chances this season?
Well,
my God, has he missed?
Yeah, I know, but that's where we're at, Jack. Is like we're having to play, you know, relentlessly play a 19-year-old out of position week in, week out. Like, so what do you expect? I thought he was fantastic against Ipswich Town. Actually, got a great goal there. Couple of spirited performances. Of course, we lost those games, but you know, I don't think Oscar is. I'm not picking on Oscar, to be honest with you.
Flashed a comment up on screen here, and this is what we're going to have to start being aware of. Southampton winning, which will put us 7 points adrift.
Yeah, well, yeah.
7 points adrift. Of course, they've just sacked Will Still.
Yeah, obviously.
This is becoming...
And by the way, of course they're winning. Of course they're winning because they've made change.
This is quickly becoming game over.
Yeah, it is.
Game over.
Yeah, it is.
Turn the console off.
Yes.
Throw it out the window.
Yes, you're right.
I am starting to think that maybe this is a football club giving up on the Championship and starting to prepare for League One. And until I see something that tells me otherwise, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take that viewpoint. I know that Mark Atanasio said that League One is not an option. Well,
it is an option.
It's going to have to be an option because it's happening.
Mate.
It's fucking happening, right?
Welcome to English football.
For Norwich City to have to get out of the relegation zone now, we would have to win 3 consecutive games and rely on Southampton losing 3 consecutive games. That is not happening. Norwich needs to go over a point a game from now to the end of the season. That is not happening.
It's a huge ask.
You can say that League One isn't an option. It's going to have to be an option. It's happening. And it's happening through our choice. Through our choice of inactivity.
Yes. We've gone from talking about, you know, in the fan forum, they was, oh, who's this coming on now? Oh, it's Eurosec. It's Eurosec, Jack, one of your favourite players. We've gone from them saying the target is top 6 to, I would say, tops. We are 1 game away, tops, from this being our reality. Stevenage, Lincoln, Wimbledon, Mansfield, Barnsley, Leyton Orient, Northampton, Wickham, Burton, Burton.
We played Burton a few times in the Championship.
Burton. Reading. Port Vale.
And let me just throw this out there. For those of you going, oh, League One will be fun. We'll win lots of games.
It's not.
No, Luton Town, who I deem a pretty tidy outfit, right? With a good manager in Jack Wilshere, currently mid-table in League One. If we don't arrest this rot immediately, we could be stuck in League One.
Yeah, I agree.
We could be stuck in League One.
Well, this is now.
We need to get real, right? I remember turning around to you for the last 3 seasons going, oh, mate, like, we're going to be stuck in this division forever. That felt like the worst point. The worst point now is, no. I would actually take mid-table mediocrity in the Championship because we are going to get to a point where League One mediocrity or worse is possible. Would you feel confident? Would you feel confident going to Leyton Stone,
I know what you can say.
to Leyton Orient on a Tuesday night with fucking Mate Jurisic up front?
Mate,
we would get beat.
Mate, there's no fight. Of course, I don't believe. We are, and by the way, again, we the Sky cameras are now flashing to those Norwich City fans, despondent, lots of folded arms. I just want to say, well done to those Norwich City fans. I wish that you were appreciated. I wish that the ownership refunded your tickets tonight. I wish that Norwich City showed you the respect that you deserve by going there tonight on a Wednesday night against Sheffield.
Oh my God!
It's a huge mix-up between Kellen and Vlad, and we are extremely lucky not to be 2-0 down.
I mean, why is there not a shout going in there again?
Well, maybe there was. Maybe there was. We don't know that yet. I mean, either way, it's awful. Either way, let's see this back. Sheffield Wednesday, Schlapinio doesn't have fitness. No, to be fair, they've...
Oh, it's not...
We are staying up. We are staying up. We are staying up. We are staying up.
Maybe that's the moment.
Oh my God.
Norwich at one end of the pitch. It should be 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. The flash of the camera. Josh Sargent is through on goal. It was a wonderful ball from Kenny McLean into Josh Sargent. Great visibility. Picks his head up. Chris Gorham on the end of it.
Wow.
Kenny McLean, superb.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Norwich City have got the equaliser. It's bonfire night, Jack. Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, firepower, treason, and a plot to stay in this division. Maybe that is the moment that the plot changes. Maybe this is the turning point. Maybe this is when...
Mate, you've had half a pint.
Maybe this is when the players finally wake up. Maybe this is when we see some fight. Or maybe it's the same old script. Maybe we'll concede a shitty goal now. Here we go. Sheffield Wednesday on the attack. It's a blatant foul there. Yeah, it's a push from Kellen. It's not good.
Awesome pass from Kenny McLean. Good run from Sargent. Nice ball into Chris Gordon. Goal. Let's hope that Norwich go on to win this, and we do a Daniel Farker with Liam Manning. We sack him after a win, right? We get him in the chair. I don't actually want to see a post-match interview with Liam Manning tonight. I hope we win this game. I hope he's sacked in the dressing room. No. I hope he's sacked in the dressing room, and that's it. That's done. Kenny McLean, player manager. And I'm being serious when I say this. Kenny McLean, player manager on Saturday, regroup over the international break. We should be 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Instead, it's 1-1. Let's see this as a letter.
You know what?
And now let's go on.
Yeah. Fair play. You know, and we've always said this, Jack. Prove us wrong. We've always said, you know, make a point. You know, we want to be embarrassed. We want to get our predictions wrong because we want our team to, and let's not talk about the, you know, get out there, survive. We need to survive, right? And so fair play to the lads, right? And this is it. This is why I've said, Jack, right? These players are not the absolute heap of shit that should be in and around the relegation zone, okay? That's one moment, one goal. Sargent to Matthias Kvist-Gordon.
And look how easy it is.
Yes, I know.
It's a shit league.
I know, Jack. I agree with you. And this is why it's so bad. This is why we've been lamenting how awful we've been because most teams in this league are bang average. But look, maybe Titanic has turned away from the iceberg temporarily.
Dylan Holmes, 1-1. That tastes like promotion. Title charges on. League One title charge, maybe. We're still 6 points adrift.
I'd just like to remind, and I'm sorry to say this, I do want to get excited, right? I really, really do. But at the same time, we have to remember the facts. We have to provide and remember the facts about the Sheffield Wednesday team, okay? 6 of their first team players are out. Their wages were paid late 5 times in the last 6 months. They have an emergency loan goalkeeper. Of their 32 players in their first team, 13 of them are under 21s or under 18s, okay? So, yes, it's brilliant that we've equalised against Sheffield Wednesday. Yippee! But we have to remember where they are and where we are, okay? We're having a laugh when we've scored a goal. To be honest with you, it was nice. I didn't really know what to do with myself. I couldn't remember that. It's nice to score a goal.
Do you know the worst part about it? When Josh Sargent squares it, I'm thinking, fuck, he's going to miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Norwich are back in this. It's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich City 1. If you're just joining us, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Talk Norwich City. My name's Jack Reeve. His name is Chris Reeve.
Who?
You can work out if we're related or not. Put that on your bingo cards. This is Talk Norwich City. This is the #1 Norwich City fan channel. We hope that you're enjoying the show. We hope that you're enjoying the content. We hope that we give you somewhat of a voice in this malaise that we are in at the moment.
Join the pain. We've said this, right? If just join the pain train, okay? Don't be in this alone, right? It's miserable as hell. So at least join in the pain train with us. Schlapinio, Kenny McLean, back to Schlapinio.
I was so close to hitting you at the weekend when you kept. We were fucking 1-0 down against Preston, against Hull,
Schlapiano Ronaldo,
and you were coming out with that.
Schlapiano Ronaldo. Here he is again. Great pass. Come on, boys.
Illusion says, imagine the passion if Grant Holt was manager.
Oh, mate, brilliant. Yeah, I'd totally advocate for that. But as I say before, I'm at the point where I'd have Pete the Kitman. I'd have Ian from IT.
No, you slagged him off earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Jason McNeil, if Norwich win tonight, playoffs will happen. If not, I'll donate £100 to channel.
Right. Well, it's on the record now, Jason. I think. I mean, you may as well just pay the £100 there, mate.
Thanks to everyone for their super chats. I hope that you've seen this season that we are seriously making an effort with the channel, and myself, Chris, Stephen Lister, our wonderful graphic designer, Callum, who does a lot of our videos. We've got a nice little team going, and I hope that you enjoy what you see.
Despite the fact that we are so shy.
Sarge in behind.
Sarge is in behind. Like, come on,
right,
give it. McCarthy, give it Big Mac. Big Mac.
Shoot.
Big Mac. Sarge. Oh. All right, come on. I think we're building.
This is the
Jack,
point.
I think we're building
this
here.
Is the point.
I think we're building.
If I'm with my five-a-side team, I'm going, it's coming, boy. We'll win this half.
Is there anything better in football than a go on?
Go on.
You know that feeling?
Go on.
Go on. Like, I love it.
Go on, boys.
Actually,
hey.
Big Mac's.
I don't want that. Come on.
Apologies about the volume. Apologies if your kids are in bed. By the way, Big Mac's bandana is falling down at quite the rate of
good. No, good.
Kenny McLean. Great ball into the box. Get up.
Right.
Big Mac. Corner. One of you. Goal kick.
Rory McConville. RNDM says, not sure if I want to win if it means Manning says no. Look,
he's not going.
Win, draw, or loss. Manning is staying for now. So we need to win.
We need to win to survive.
I want Liam Manning out more than any person on this stream. I guarantee it. But
we need to win.
We need to win
because if not, we are down.
We need to win this match of association football.
And you know what, Jack? We've got a chance. We've given ourselves a chance. They've taken a very rare shot on target, very well carved out by McLean to Sarge, the only 2 players with any sort of leadership in this side. And then Matthias Kvist-Gordon taps it home. Lovely stuff. 1-1.
Do you know what? And I'm glad that Liam Manning made the change of defender for attacker in this second half, because I keep hearing I'm obsessed with wanting to keep this club in the division.
It's just words.
All I do is fight.
It's just words.
All I've seen in the last 5 days is him walk down the tunnel, cowardly behaviour. Let's hear you face up to the fans, Liam. And 2, in a moment, in a game when Norwich have to win, we've gone with 5 defenders against 24th placed Sheffield Wednesday. That is weak, passive, and disgraceful.
Yes.
Disgrace.
Yes.
If you're going to get sacked at some point, so go out fighting.
Yeah.
Go out with a bit of fucking hope.
Yeah.
5 at the back against Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah,
Embarrassing.
that's where we're at. By the way, Slapino powers forwards into the box. Oh, Slapiano Ronaldo. He almost gets Norwich City in front. Here we go. We're building. Nick Stanley, the corner kick masterclass, comes out with his earpods in, directing these Norwich City players. Liam Manning takes a sip of his water bottle. It's a misplaced kick from Eurosec. But I tell you what, Slapiano Ronaldo comes agonizingly close. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Slapino.
I hope there's vodka in that bottle of Liam Manning as he takes a glove.
Yeah, me too.
I see a bit of Hoggy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Over this fucking Hoggy guy is. I keep hearing about him.
We'll have a bit of that. Yeah.
Are we feeling a little bit better about life?
I think, do you know what it is, mate? I think it's just like the Lakens is getting into the bloodstream now. This is why we completely advocate buying Lakens. 20% off in the description below. The best brewer in Norfolk.
Maybe that's been our issue this evening.
A lack of Lakens
soon enough.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that, definitely. I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday are playing it around really nicely now. Out on the wing, he's probably like a 14-year-old out on the wing. Barry Bannon, the 65.
Oh no, they're in.
It's a big save.
It's a big save.
Big save. Glad the defenders are kicking off. Barry Bannon finds his player in loads of space.
Mate, again.
Norwich could easily be 2-1 down again.
Do they not learn?
No,
Where did the first goal come from? Barry Bannon.
Why ask me that question? They don't learn anything. They don't learn anything.
I'm actually looking at that. Where are our midfielders?
They're nowhere. They may as well not even be on the pitch, Jack.
Thank God we've got a capable goalkeeper. Actually, let's see a bit from Mirko Topic. Let's see a bit from Mirko. Those socks are embarrassing, and this performance is beyond embarrassing. Scratching through custard there. Look how slow he is.
Boys, that's a brilliant ball.
Who's this?
That's Eurosec. Mate. Go on, Mate. Find a pass. Go on, Mate. Find a
pass. Fuck's sake. £6 million. Useless.
Oh no, they're through on goal. Oh, that could be. Oh, I tell you what, Wednesday had a shout for a foul there.
Useless.
He might have been. I'm so sorry about the volume tonight, but it is to be expected.
Mate Eurosec, £6 million, one-on-one with his defender, and he cuts back to hit it back to his defender.
I have no words anymore.
We're 2-on-2.
I have no words anymore. I don't know what to say. Are you okay?
No.
Look, there's plenty of time left.
What a stupid question. Are you okay? I've just watched our £6 million winger get man on man in a 2v2 and cut back to knock it back to the defender, misplace the pass and set them one-on-one. Am I okay? What a stupid question.
But I expect this. Big Mac. Brilliant. He's brought the ball down so well. Lovely. Carves the space. Shot. Oh, the keeper's collected it. Tell you what, Norwich City are knocking on the door here.
Someone's knocking on the door.
Liam Manning's ringing the bell.
I
just had this really bad thought of Neil Adams as the interim manager.
Spin your man.
Could you imagine? I tell you what, Matthias. Go on. Who's this? Is this you, Seth? Brilliant ball. No. Yeah, it is. Sarge. Mirko Topic is Johnny Wilkins in it over the bar. I tell you what, that's the chance, isn't it, Jack, to go 2-1 up. Again, Norwich City keep creating chances and we keep missing them. We've heard and seen this script so many times this season. Norwich City, they miss chances, and then what happens? We concede. Amanqua Forson, he's coming on. He's been injured so much. Why is he taking off Big Mac? Why is he taking off Jovan McCarmer? Every game he takes off Jovan McCarmer. What's Big Mac done to Liam Manning? Jovan McCarmer, best player on the pitch tonight, takes him off. We're trying to win a game of football. Oh, I'm absolutely baffled by that. Why is he taking off Big Mac? Can someone give me some sense here, please? Why has Liam Manning taken off Jovan McCarmer? But why does he do this every game? We need a striker to control the ball up front and give it to Sarge. That's worked so well. Why is he taking? Do you know what? I don't even know why I'm getting angry. I know this happens every goddamn game. I should be used to this by now.
Sometimes I go, I think this squad is capable of more than where they're at. And when I see Mirko Topic try and hit the target from 15 yards, when I see Mate Jurisic take on a man, I do sympathise with Liam Manning. He has got some absolute strike.
They're very unfit, aren't they? They're so unfit. Honestly, I haven't seen a Norwich City side this unfit ever.
I mean, you're right.
They're all blowing out their asses, aren't they?
Jurisic has just come on and he's puffing. He's actually puffing. Right, Josh.
Come on, Sarge.
Look, it's 5-on-4.
Come on, move. A bit of passion. Keeper punches it. Oh, my God.
Every time Norwich go forwards, they've got a man over. There is a real opportunity here, Chris, to go on and win this game.
Come on, Norwich. Please, we need to win this.
Kenny.
Survival is on the line here. Kenny with a shot from distance. I mean, Kenny, what are you doing there, mate?
Come on, boys. Build.
Come on, Kellen.
Come on, let's build.
Come on, Mirko Topic. You might not know me yet.
He is garbage.
No. He's good.
Garbage.
No, he's a good.
Oh no!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Vladan was out and they had a shot. They tested.
This doesn't end the draw.
Mirko Topic, mate, right? He can be a player. He can, but he's just been struggling recently. So fair enough. I tell you what is Vladan doing there? And we've spoken about it all season that someone is going to have a go from distance. They did. And I tell you what, we've got away with one there.
We are lucky for this to still be 1-1. They've had some glorious opportunities.
Yeah, they have. And they come forwards now.
Again.
This doesn't end as a draw, as you say, Jack. Number 12 for Sheffield Wednesday. He's probably 14 years old. Finds a player. Loads of space. Oh, brilliant defending.
McConville.
Oh, my God. This is actually so stressful. Can we please win a game of football? Please.
We said, didn't we, that there will be a couple of moments this season where Kovacic just does something where you're like, what are you doing? But
it's got away.
That was nice to see. Rory McConville makes the block, and I have not seen that for a few games. Vladimir Kovacic doing one of those fist pumps.
Yeah, good.
Double fist pump.
Are we really
double fist?
Where are your standards, Slip? You're talking about fist pumps. Fucking hell, mate. Right, come on.
Do you think we've seen the last of Shane Duffy this evening?
Yes, I think we've seen the last of Shane Duffy, full stop. You can't do that on the pitch. You can't do that towards your manager. But it should be. It's so disrespectful.
Well,
it's so right. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday have got a corner. Here we go.
Might need another beer.
Here come the defensive behaviours. Let's see if they've got the right behaviours tonight or not.
What's your behaviour been like tonight?
I don't know. I probably said something I probably shouldn't have done. You certainly have. But anyway.
I think I've actually been incredibly kind.
We ain't getting Christmas cards from the club for the next 5 years anyway, so we may as well go all in at this stage.
Imagine if this is the year we actually do get a Christmas card.
You know what? I'd kind of respect that.
Dear Jack.
Dear Jack, thanks for wanting me out. Merry Christmas.
Love to the family.
Benny boy.
Benny K.
Oh my God, Benny K. Christ, mate. You had a go at me for saying Schlapinio, and you've just come out with Benny K.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay.
Right, come on, Norwich. Hold on to a draw. This will be a really valuable point for Norwich City.
This would only put us 6 points adrift.
Oh, big long throw into the box.
Someone said, what did Shane Duffy do? He got told to do something and let rip at Manning and then launched his water bottle at him.
I mean, even you saying that out loud,
It's nuts.
it's like non-league behavior, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that you would see at non-league level.
A few people agreeing with me. Kenny McLean player manager isn't the worst shout I've ever come out with. It's really not.
I want Pete the Kit Man personally.
You could have both. You could have Kenny player manager, Pete the Kit Man, kind of like assistant.
Yeah. But then who does the kit?
Well, he can do both.
Neil Adams.
He's probably doing more in that job than he is at the moment. Jobs for mates. 1-1. We're not losing.
Can we just take a minute to say, like, we are drawing against Sheffield Wednesday, okay, and we are at the point, the absolute pits, where we are actually now in a good mood because we might get a draw. That's where we've sunk to. That is where we've sunk to. I mean, it's just we have to check ourselves, Jack, as well as, you know, like we're drawing away at Sheffield Wednesday. They haven't paid their players on time, you know, for 5 months of the last 6. And you know, you've got to check your standards, haven't you, mate? We should be winning this comfortably, but we're not.
Yeah, but that's where we're at. It's not surprising. It's not surprising.
Right, come on, Norwich. Let's try and get a win.
You know, you said it. You know,
what if we win this?
You know,
come on, let's talk this into existence.
Chris, Mirko Topic just did shit this game, and we've got Jacob Wright on the bench.
Yeah, and he's not bringing him on. So that begs the question: what on earth has he done wrong? I just don't understand it.
I'll tell you who we should have brought from Karma.
Come on,
Springer.
Mate,
Tony Springer.
Mate, honestly, do one.
Vibes around
mate,
the place.
do one. Mate, do one. Honestly, do one. I actually don't like you anymore.
He's good around the place.
He's good around the place.
Yeah, brings the vibe up. Liam said that.
Brings the behaviours to the changing room.
Good old Tony. Jobs for mates.
2025. Tony Springer.
Yeah, no. Good to see. Go on. What? Oh, of course you'd give that ref. Of course you would. Of course you would, ref. Of course you would. Come on, boys. 10 more minutes left. Come on. Let's have a bit of fight. Do you remember how to fight? Do you remember how to believe? Do you remember how to play more than 3 passes in a row? Do you remember how to shoot? Do you remember what it means to represent this football club? Let's have a go. Let's see a bit. Let's see a bit of personality. Come on. 10 minutes. Let's get a win. Come on. 60 million down the drain. Tony Springer starts again.
Oh my God.
Look, this performance has been utterly grotesque.
Woeful. Shameful.
But we're not losing. So
that's positive.
Every cloud.
Yeah.
And I did it. I'd forgotten the feeling of scoring a goal. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was nice. I always did
enjoy that.
Just there might be some comments that you need to read out, Jack.
Oh, I need to do some.
You need to get through some of these super chats.
Oh, okay. I missed some.
Yeah, I think you might have missed some.
Okay.
Right. Come on, Norwich. Right, we've conceded a corner. Sheffield Wednesday knocking on the door. Liam Manning's ringing the bell.
Sure, I have.
I don't know which one you've missed, but apparently we've missed one.
Send us another one.
Apologies about that.
Do we sack him after a win today? Absolutely, you sack him. Are we going to win? We sacked Parker after a win.
It should have been weeks ago.
6 million down the drain. Matej Jurisic plays again.
Get up, Vladan. Good punch. Get out, Amankwa. Do you know what I'd love? A Amankwa clutch and a Amankwa winner. Like Sargent is centre back. Sargent is centre back there, by the way. They're not. There's no shit. Fucking come on. Here we go. He's going wide. Amankwa. Pace. He's giving it everything. Bit of desire. Bit of fight. Brilliant, Amankwa. Nice. That's what we want to see. That's what we want. Bit of something.
Running.
Bit no attack. A bit of fight.
Running.
No, mate.
Standards, Chris. You've just complimented a player for running.
Mate, but that's where we're at. Come on, boys. Let's get. Do you know what? I think I found. Oh my God! Here we go. Sheffield Wednesday.
3-on-3. Norwich outnumbered here. Darling needs to force his man wide. Can he stand him up? Good save, Vladan Kovacevic. He's been good this second half.
When you say good save, it was straight at him.
Wow.
But okay, he's managed to do what a goalkeeper should do at distance. Oh my God!
I would be very, very surprised if this game ends a draw. I think there's a goal.
But
I can't tell you it's 4.
But mate, at this stage, it's devastating for either team. Like, it's genuinely devastating. It could relegate them. A goal at this point could relegate whoever is on the receiving end of it.
Both of these teams are down regardless. So let's just
really. Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, maybe get a win tonight. Win at home on Saturday.
No, win tonight. Will only be 4 points adrift. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's good. Yeah, good progress. Good behaviours. Nice processes.
It is one of those, to be fair. Right, come on, boys. Kenny, that is terrible, Kenny. That is terrible, Kenny. Oh my God, Sheffield Wednesday break.
Oh, Habits. Oh no.
No, that's not good.
Oh no.
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 You got to feel
context. Sheffield Wednesday 1-on-1. Schlupp the only man. His hammy's gone. I shouldn't laugh, but he is.
We are fucked. We are fucked. We are. I can't do it. Oh,
Sheffield Wednesday. Sorry, Chris has just had to go compose himself. Sheffield Wednesday down the wing. Jeff tracking back. Hamstring goes. Hamstring just goes running back, and thankfully he falls on it and saves it by handballing it. But that moment there, that passage of play sums up beautifully where Norwich City are at. Beautifully where Norwich City are at. My guy Desbo says, I'd have JHT back. Oh, absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. I think the sacking was somewhat premature. Look, who knows if JHT would have got any more out of this, but at least we kind of hang on. Jakov Medic is coming on because Schlupp's. Look, we shouldn't laugh.
No, it's not fun.
We shouldn't laugh.
It's
just epitomizes
the point
where
is
we're at.
the reason why I've giggled there is it just sums up where we're at. We've got players that literally can't even run anymore.
Yeah.
Like poor old Jeff. We obviously hope that's not serious.
Poor old Jeff.
Well, we're hoping that's not serious, but my
that?
God, it just sums up where we're at. Like the reason why that happened was I just thought, fucking hell, really? Is that where we're at right now?
Another muscle injury.
Like, how many injuries are we getting? Like, what is this club? What is going on? I just need to reiterate, right? I'm not laughing at that. Right? I'm just laughing at the fact that we're at the point where that is actually happening. Like, oh my God. We obviously wish Jeff well, obviously, but it's comical where this club is at. Another injury. I can't
believe these physios. I actually think it's probably an insult to the physiotherapy industry, the fact we're calling them physios. Clearly, another department.
What is going on? What is going on?
Schlupp. Well, that's that. That's Schlupp done for a couple of months, isn't it? So that's that.
Well, who takes his position now? Is Crescene or Mahovo back?
Medic has come on. Jakov Medic, your left back.
Barry Banham. Here we go. You know that this is going to be a good ball into the box. Goal.
Tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday missed.
Well done, Norwich. Survived the onslaught there. Come on.
Dylan Holmes. We all thought your reception was shite. We were all proved right. So McLean at left back, Hoppitch at centre back.
Well, we are a mess, aren't we?
Does that mean we've gone back to 5? I don't know. It's
I don't know
at this stage.
Well, I mean, we don't know what formation. We've got Sargent at centre back at times this game. I mean, holy crap, it's been bad. Goodness gracious me. Like we all know what needs to happen. And I would be stunned if Mark's watching this game tonight. Big Mark, he's watching this game tonight, and he thinks that it's all going to be all right, because it's not.
What is that?
Sheffield Wednesday break 1-on-2. Surely we've got the better of him there. Great tackle by Darling. Medic showing some strength. Eek, he's lost it. Wednesday into the box, carved out a chance. Good save from Vladan. Blimey. Norwich City are now on the edge of glory. They really are. Oh my God, I'd take a draw now, Jack. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, this is I mean, is there anything more that we can kind of?
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing new to add, is there?
No,
Manning has to go, Webber has to go, has to go, Adam has to go. We need a complete.
We need huge change. Huge change.
I think Sheffield Wednesday are going to nick this. They're through again.
Could you imagine?
Corner ball, Sheffield Wednesday.
I mean, at that point, I don't even know what I'd say, honestly. Oh my God.
Who could replace Manning? Says, all right, Daddy.
Well, at this stage, as we've said already, Ian from IT.
What I would say to that point is, like, that's not the fans' job to decide. That is up to the owners and the sporting director. Yeah. We can see that this isn't working, and this hasn't worked since the beginning. And as we've discussed, they're going to do well to get a good manager if they do make that change, by the way, because at the moment they're not doing it. The flip side,
you talk about Jack said Michael Carrick. We're nowhere near Michael Carrick.
The flip side of that is, I'd be surprised if you could get any worse than this. It's an okay squad, and you've got a really wealthy owner that will pump money in. So there's worse jobs.
Not sure about that. Sheffield Wednesday, I tell you what, they're now applying the pressure. Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, they smell blood here, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. I don't blame them. Look, come on, Norwich. At least hold on. But let's try and get a winner. Do we know how many minutes are left?
I think there was 5 additional minutes. So
come on, boys.
4.5 minutes to go.
Come on, boys. Let's try and get something, please.
Yeah, Norwich had a look. They've, to be fair, Sheffield Wednesday have had the better chances tonight.
Of course,
we've missed a couple of sitters.
Yeah, we have. Oscar's one was a good chance.
Oscar, Josh.
Yeah, Josh had a good chance.
Top pitch.
Yeah.
But Sheffield Wednesday, Kovacevic has kind of kept us in this tonight.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely, he has, Jack. And that's been the story of the season. God knows how far we'd be off without Vladan.
Even this second half, when Norwich had got back into the game, the performance levels and the structure and the football has been utterly.
There's no structure. What structure?
Oh, nice touch.
Oh my God, brilliant from Jurasek. Jurasek has lost it. You go on, Mate. Oh no. Get the throw in, please. Oh God. We've lost it. Wednesday, bit of belief about these boys now, isn't there, eh? Here we go.
Well, there's nothing to lose, is there? Nothing to lose.
You may as well go for it. Yeah.
Throw something at it. Let's see. I still think there's a chance in this.
Do you still think there's one more chance, Jack?
Yeah, I do. There was that period where Sheffield Wednesday throwing so many men forwards, and every time we got the ball, it seemed like we were a man over.
Did you just see that clearance?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was bad. Come on, boys. Have a bit, but remember the team you're playing for. Come on. Let's have a bit. Come on. Last chance.
Jason McNeil says the odds on Schlupp being out for 2 months, coming back, and Manning still being the manager.
Probably highly likely, Jason.
Christos Zolis has scored against Barcelona.
Yeah, no surprise there. Man management of Christos Zolis was absolutely diabolical.
Bring back Chris Martin, says Michael Tompkins.
Yeah, Chris Martin would do a job.
Right, 92 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Norwich have a free kick deep.
Come on, boys, let's have a go. By the way, Rory's playing up front now, Jack. Rory McCarnville.
I tell you who can and as always can come out with his head held high is Kenny McLean, who is thank God for Kenny.
He's made a couple of misplays. He's made a couple of really poor passes tonight, Jack. So even Kenny.
I know, but he's the only one showing a bit.
No, I know, mate. But again, where have your
stands? Medic's bleeding.
Well, okay, good. That's what you should be doing for the shirt. You should be bleeding for the shirt. We're fighting for survival. That's the fight I want from Medic.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
I don't know why. Surely, when there's blood coming, though, you need to stop the game, don't you?
No, but just don't show the ref. Don't show the ref the blood. Keep going, Medic. Come on.
Right, corner ball. Norwich
Imagine,
City.
imagine if Medic gets the winner. What a save! What a save that is from the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper. I don't know who got ahead on it. We're going to watch this back, I'm sure.
I think it was Kenny.
But that is a big, big save. It's
Oh.
by the way, Mate Jurasek with a sumptuous ball into the box. No, it's Chris Gordon. It's Chris Gordon. He's got
a save.
Here we go. Another corner kick. This looks like it's going to be Norwich City that will have that one more chance. Maybe that was it. Who knows? Maybe there'll be one more. A good. What the hell is that?
Oh, that was. I mean, they did all they could there. That was just a phenomenal save from Sheffield Wednesday. It was Mate Jurasec's corner. It was headed by. I think it was Chris Gordon, and then I think it might have been McConville. A wonderful save from Horvath, the Sheffield. That could be all she wrote. 1 minute left in this one.
That's it. That's got to be it. We puffed and we've puffed and we've managed to get a draw against an administration stricken Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, it's still looking bleak. You're regardless of the result, Jack. You're still in the same territory, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You're still in the same territory. We still need big change. I mean, arguably tonight, yeah, as you say, it does look worse because you're coming up against a team that you should be beating 4 or 5-0. And again, I'm not saying this to disrespect Sheffield Wednesday. It's just where they're at, and it's where we're. See, Kenny McLean there. What on earth is that, Kenny? Got to do better, mate. Corner kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, what is he? Oh no, it's a corner. Didn't need to do that either, by the way. Sheffield Wednesday are going to get the last chance. This is it. 95th minute, Jack. This could be the ultimate Norwich City pain incoming here if this happens.
So, Matt, we've had the chances, haven't we, over the last couple of games? And does it come are these players good enough?
Well, they're better than being in the relegation zone. They should. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're above mid-table mediocrity, but they're not in the relegation zone. They're not following the. Tell you what, this is even better than a corner kick for Sheffield Wednesday because it's in a position where there's a sighting of goal, quite the sighting of goal. Jack Barry Bannon standing over it with someone else, and I tell you what, this could be the ultimate horror show here, Jack Reeve.
Yeah, 96 minutes on the clock. It was only 95 meant to be played. It's a free kick in a really dangerous area for Sheffield Wednesday. Barry Bannon stood over it. He scored the goal for Wednesday this evening.
Get it out, boys.
This will be the last kick of the game.
Get it out, boys.
Ooh, goes out for a goal kick, but that was very close. And that
could be the game.
Will be all she wrote. Yeah. It's Norwich City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And I think the only takeaway from that is both teams will be playing in a different league next season. League One beckons for Norwich City. League One beckons for Sheffield Wednesday. Two very, very poor teams going for each other. And a draw, probably a fair result. Both teams missed chances. Both teams huffed and puffed at points. But ultimately, both teams lack quality. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich City 1. Get your full-time reviews in the comments section.
Yeah, let us know what you're thinking and feeling, Norwich City fans. And thank you so much for joining us. 1,500 of you, over 1,500 of you in the house, by the way. So welcome aboard. I'm sure there's fans of other clubs in there as well. But thank you for tuning in to Talk Norwich City tonight. Let us know on social media if you've enjoyed the pain train. Let's just watch these scenes, Jack, just to make sure nothing happens. You never know. Just sort of seems amicable handshakes at the moment. I'm sure, though, that there will be an inquest into this performance again at full time. The Yellow Army, they're still clapping those Norwich City players.
And fair play to Manning.
Liam Manning this time making a good point of clapping the Norwich City supporters. Good. I mean, that's to be expected, isn't it? Obviously. I know, mate. I know he is. Norwich players going over to the Wednesday fans, the Norwich fans. And it just looks so despondent, doesn't it? It looks so hopeless. It looks disappointed. He knows that this is done. You got to get a win tonight. It's as simple as that.
They're sort of they're pity claps, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
You know,
yeah,
almost feels.
Yeah, Vladan apologising. See, good. That's what I want. I want apologies because it's unacceptable. And Liam Manning there, sort of with his lips there. Just, I mean, again, to be fair, Norwich had the chances to win the game tonight and they didn't. So I'm just looking at the stats now, Jack. You say that Norwich City, it's a fair result. I disagree. I disagree based upon the stats. Okay, so Sheffield Wednesday had one more big chance than us. They had double the amount of shots on target than us. Yes, we had more possession. If you're into your XG, they did more than that as well. So you say that it was a fair result tonight. I actually think Norwich City got away with one. And I don't think that's me being unfair, to be honest with you. I really don't.
think the really scary thing about all of this is we've played. Let me just remind myself of the table, and thanks to everyone who's tuned in this evening.
Thank you very much.
Very kind super chat. So we've played Sheffield Wednesday. We've not beaten them. We are now we're 4 points from safety. Oxford, Pompey, the teams above us. Southampton have won this evening against QPR.
Obviously,
Sheffield Wednesday, obviously below us. Sheffield United, we go above them. So we've gained a place tonight.
Wow.
That's good.
We've
not played Sheffield United. We've not played Oxford. We've got those in a couple of weeks. We did beat Portsmouth. We've not played Southampton. We've beaten Blackburn.
So is that going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back then, Jack, when we play Sheffield United and Oxford?
So the point that I want to make. So the next few games, Leicester at home, Manning, you assume he'll still be here. But then international break.
Yeah.
Sack him. Should have gone. Sack him.
Obviously.
Sack him.
Obviously.
Birmingham away, and then listen to this run.
Yeah.
Oxford at home, QPR at home.
Yeah.
Watford away, Sheffield United at home, Southampton at home.
Yes.
We are approaching another critical period. Southampton, Sheffield United, both in and around us. Watford, we've already beaten this season. QPR on a terrible run. Oxford just above us. Birmingham, we're in League One last season.
Mate, you talk about critical periods. Every game is goddamn critical now. Every goddamn game is critical now. But tonight was massive. Don't understate that tonight was massive. And the fact that we've only managed to get a draw, it's not good enough.
Do you think he goes tonight?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I don't believe that. Because the board are marking their own homework. We said this so many times. Napa is not going to sack Liam Manning willingly. So because of the fact that it puts him in a precarious position. I would be, on fair play, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they make the right call tonight before the Leicester game, which is going to be toxic as fuck. They're not going to.
So why doesn't Mark Atanasio sack Liam Manning?
Well, I don't know. Because it's a great question. That's the $1 million question. I have no idea. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Unfortunately, it's going to take major protests for them to listen. And I hate to say that. By the way, what a chance there. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. Do you see what I mean? Wednesday had loads of chances to make that comfortable tonight. I mean, bloody hell, the mix up there between Kellen and Vlad.
No, it was another shameful performance, and thankfully we haven't lost. This was a lovely ball from Kenny McLean. It was brilliant. It was a good run off the shoulder.
Brilliant ball.
I mean, Sheffield Wednesday are a really, really poor side. Let's not get that twisted. And again, Norwich haven't been able to beat them. Look, I'll have my review out this evening, so check that out. We'll be back for the podcast after the Leicester game.
That could be interesting.
Thank you so much for tuning in this evening, and I hope we provided some form of solace for you. Norwich are in a really, really precarious spot, and at this rate, we will be in League One next season. We take on Leicester at Carrow Road on Saturday. Make your voices heard, and let's hope for change very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, everyone.